Me too. We are live, coming straight from the open mic session. We have Dylan, little wave anything there, Mister. We have Rich, and we
Bill?
have our talking sports by the lake. What the fuck? Which is having issues, everybody. Just to let you know. And we have our host, host by the lake up there in Cleveland. What was the weather like today, Evan? Was it nice up there? What was going on up there?
It was 77 and cold.
That don't sound too bad. That sounds nice.
Run that one more time. 77 and what?
Cold.
You sound like my mother-in-law.
When you work outside and you got to stand outside for 10 hours, it's cold.
All right, I guess you got the wind. All right, we'll give you the wind off the lake. How about that?
It was more than just that.
Oh, really?
Hey, Evan, wait till December. Then you could say it's cold.
Oh, I'm going to be inside by the time it's December.
I'm going to say you come on down here and do some work, pick up some work down here in Waco, and we'll show you what warm is.
I appreciate that, but I'm good. I'm going to pass.
Yeah. 103 heat index of 115. Yeah, that's,
Hey, Evan, I know a couple ballers with that are only for Steelers fans and Cleveland Brown fans down here.
Hey, the Dog Pound is gonna do something special this week. That's all I can say.
Yeah, bite
hey, I'm a big Dog Pound fan this week. Go get him, baby. I hope Deshaun throws for 900 yards and 20 touchdowns.
I agree. I'm just worried about one thing.
They're
moving They're moving Jack Conklin to left tackle.
Oh.
Yeah, don't feel bad. Our offense is a complete disaster.
Oh no!
At least you have a quarterback that can run. It's not like Deshaun's nailed into the pocket like some quarterbacks are.
I agree, but week 1 against Michael Parsons. I mean, I know we can run the ball. I'm not worried about that. But
you're gonna have to put Njoku over there and try to get a chip on him.
We're gonna have to put Njoku, Ford, Foreman, whatever his last name is.
You might have to.
We're gonna have to put every backup player on that side of the line.
Since our teams have two of the main guys in this discussion, okay. Talking to a guy the other day, we were talking about the defensive players in the NFL. Okay.
This is early.
And I told this guy it starts the top of the list starts and finishes with 4 guys. Everybody else is fighting for 5th. Garrett, Watt, Parsons, Bosa.
In that order?
No. Put them in whatever order you would like.
In that order.
You can put them in whatever order you like. I mean, some people think Parsons is at the top. Some people I could go with any of those 4 at the top in any order. But I think everybody else is fighting for 5, right or wrong.
Disagree. I think
okay.
I don't. This is going to be a hot take, but I'm not trying to make a hot take. I'm putting Bosa at 5 because I think Max Crosby doesn't get the love he deserves.
I just don't like Max Crosby against the run.
I don't either, but I don't like Myles Garrett against the run either.
I mean,
but Myles Garrett is that dominant everywhere else. So it's like you can kind of give him the credit.
Deion Sanders couldn't tackle with a lick in his career.
That was
if I'm not being positionally biased, I don't expect my corners to tackle a running back anyway because they shouldn't be that damn far down the field.
Right. But no, Evan, I could see putting Crosby in that top 5. I could see that. That's not a hot take. I could see that.
Okay, for that matter, if Evan's going to put in Max Crosby, there's a guy from an NFC North team who may be the next in coming to join the list. Mr. Hutchinson, anyone?
Not yet. He's
Nope.
not up there yet.
Not yet.
He's on the
not there
way. But yeah, he's not there yet.
Not there yet. And the reason I say he's not there yet is because he's not demanding a double team. He's still too hot, too cold. He has to turn it on for 35 plays a game. And for those 35 to 40 plays a game that side of the offensive line is in trouble. And when he gets to that point, I'll gladly put him there. He's close, but he's not.
It's
I mean,
almost
you
like
could argue you could argue he's top 10 right now.
Oh,
Definitely top 20. But you could argue top 10.
yes. Top 20, yes. But if we're going top 10, okay, so that leaves
John, we're talking about. Hold on,
Lee
let's go, Johnny.
Belson,
Right. Let's
that
go,
leaves
John.
Max.
Right.
John?
We're talking about defensive guys, top 5 on good at stopping the run and the pass. Evan was saying, or no, who said it? Rich, you said your top 5 was Garrett,
Watt, Garrett, Parsons, Bosa, and then I included Crosby because Evan made a very valid point that you can include Crosby in that top 5.
Just wanted to fill you in where we were.
All right. Appreciate that. Good evening, gents.
I can see Hutchinson in the top 10, but it's only because of a brain fart of the other 10 guys. Because the question for me would become, where do you put Khalil Mack and where do you put Joey at? Where do you put Chase Young and Cameron Jordan? Where do you put those guys at? And if we're including TJ Watt, we got to include Josh Allen.
You mean Josh Hines Allen now?
Whatever it is, he's still the second Josh Allen.
I wouldn't have Allen in that top 10, no. The other Bosa, sure, absolutely. Khalil Mack, yeah. Chase Young, stay on the field and I'll put you up there. That's my only hitch with Chase Young is he doesn't stay on the field.
What about DeMarcus Lawrence?
John, congratulations.
No.
The San Francisco 49ers have John, congratulations. The San Francisco 49ers have finally re-upped Brandon Ayuk and Trent Williams.
Yep.
I had a question regarding that.
Go ahead.
So, if I'm not mistaken, they restructured Deebo Samuel.
Yep.
They give Ayuk a 3-year deal.
Yep.
And then they gave
4 year.
4-year deal. 4-year deal.
Yep. 4 year. Yep.
And they gave Trent, what was it, 3 years, 86?
Yep.
82-ish.
What about Kittle and what about Brock Purdy?
Those are the elephants in the room.
So how is that going to work? Because in my opinion, you can't get rid of Kittle because I don't think Brock Purdy's there yet. And that's not an insult to Brock Purdy. I just think that every dominant tight end or dominant quarterback has a dominant tight end. It's just that way. So there's that. Unless you're going to find a way to replace him.
Exactly, Evan. And with the way your tight ends are more athletic, it's a tight end driven. Just as guess what we always say, it's a quarterback driven league. Guess what? It's a tight end driven league more than ever now too.
Right. So then where does that leave Brock Purdy? Who gets paid second? Is it Brock or is it Kittle?
I think we're going to find out this year because
what I think is going to happen.
John's answer. Hold on. Go ahead.
What I think is going to happen. Brock's going to get paid first. Brock's going to get his money first. I think Kittle would be more apt to take something team friendly at this point. I'm not saying like something disgusting and insulting to him, but I think he's willing to seeing like being he's that guy. He's a team player. I think he'll take a little bit of some
Not
sort
a
of
diva, which is good.
yeah, but also something not insulting to him, like that's something stupid, incentive ridden, things, something like that. But I do think Brock again.
Excuse me.
Brock could go out there this year and crap himself on the 50. Like I think that's definitely going to hinder this year if he balls out. They run it back. Hell, they win a ring. I think that has a lot to do with what he starts asking for right out the gate starting next year. If he goes out there and kind of stinks up the joint, they're still successful, but it's a lot of the people around him that bail him out. Might affect the price a little bit. But being his age and what he's accomplished since being obviously Mr. Relevant to very relevant, I think he gets paid first, and Kittle's the one guy to go, all right, yeah, I mean, I'll be a team guy. I'll take something. Probably guaranteed front heavy, but something back end where they can be more flexible, or vice versa. Maybe the front couple of years will be okay, light. And as you get onto like year 3, year 4, probably a little heavier in the pockets.
Hey, you got John Lynch as GM, dude. He's a smart guy. He can figure
Yeah.
that stuff out.
Yeah, no, I likened him to the GM of the Celtics for a while before Stevens took over. I mean, he's a wheeler dealer, but I think a lot of players there. Let's be honest, guys, the window's closing for this team. All right, there's only so many years we can keep saying they're going to run it back. They're going to have the best defense. The window's closed. They're going to have to get that ring sooner or later. But I think Lynch has a good vision. A lot of the players buy into it, which is why they're still here. But yeah, like I said, I think someone like Kittle, who he's a team guy through and through, sees the vision, sees what they can do, especially with him a part of it. He's not as a great tight end. He's a great blocker. He fills into a lot of plays that they have there. Great for CMC as well. But yeah, like I said, but to answer your question, all of that to say, I think Purdy gets his paycheck first because Kittle's more than likely to take something softer front end. And if it's a 4 or 5 year deal, which I think it will be, he gets paid kind of back end of that deal.
I actually,
wait, because he made a great point, and I'm sorry, but I want to ask the question, but I want to hear everybody's comment. Is that as a 49ers fan, would you rather Purdy shit the bed now and be franchise tagged, or would you rather him ball out and get paid now?
I think they're going to get it done next year. I think they're going to get it done before the end of the year.
I see the gears turning over there.
Even if he shits the bed, you think he gets a contract?
I do. Got 2 good years
Yeah.
in a row. Great. Every
No.
quarterback's had a bad year.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of a "what have you done for me lately" society, and
Not that it matters, but what do we mean? What do we mean? I know I said it, but what do we mean by like a shit the bed? Like missed the playoffs kind of year? Like something wild? Or just
yeah,
like
Dylan.
11-6, get in, limp in, maybe his touchdown INT is like 36-19 or something like that. You know what I mean? Something wild.
Like Ben Roethlisberger undefeated 11 games shit the bed. No offense to the Steelers fans, but
No, that's such an example though. That's shit.
Well, we talked about that last night on the show, so believe me, we understand.
now, I have a
I
question.
think they're convinced. I think Lynch is convinced this is his guy. I mean, I don't think they're looking to go into the draft and get another guy. I don't think it's I think he gets paid regardless. Unfortunately, like Adam said, I think it doesn't even make the offseason. If it starts going good, let's say I don't know something stupid, 8-1, 9-2. So they probably go to the table and they realize where this could go. And let's say they do run it back, win a ring. They probably go to the table like, listen, let's get this ironed out so we don't have to worry about this in the offseason. They probably get it ironed out during the season, which I don't like. I don't like a lot of stuff going on during the season to distract the player from that kind of stuff because it could get ugly and maybe distract Purdy, seeing this is his first big contract that he's going to get in the NFL. But I think it's something maybe with it being his first big contract. I mean, I don't know I don't really off the top of my head know who his agent is. But I think they iron it out and get it done before the end of the year.
Go ahead.
Are we talking Dak money? Or are we talking Josh Allen money? Where do you put him in the contract talk? Jordan Love, John.
I don't think it's going to be. It's not highest paid. It's definitely not. I mean, I don't care if they go back and win a ring this year. It's not highest paid. It's
if they win a ring,
Kyle Strongen is his owner or his agent.
Okay, thank you. Probably. I don't think it's Josh Allen money.
if he wins a chip this year, I'm sorry, y'all. He getting that bag. Like I'm
But I
talking.
don't think I don't
most
know if
years,
it gets
if not
I don't know
all.
if it gets to the end the offseason. That's what I'm saying. I don't think the deal gets that far. I think if he's doing good this year and it's really well, I think they go to the table during the season. But I agree. He takes the chip home. That dude, take the bag and go, baby. He's gonna get it. I agree totally.
Now, I've got 5 questions for everybody. 1, who's on the most pressure to win this year? It could be a team or a player.
That's your first question?
Yes.
Dak Prescott.
Dallas.
Definitely Dallas.
Wait, what was the question?
Who's under the most pressure to win this year?
Yeah, Dak and Dallas. Jones came out. He said, "I see."
Well,
more
no,
from Dak."
it's Dak, it's McCarthy, it's CeeDee Lamb, who just got the most ridiculous payday of all time. It's Micah Parsons. Can he lead the defense to it? It's the collective. It's the Cowboys and Jerry, for that matter. You heard his did you see the quote that he had the other day? I don't bring somebody in to be the GM because nobody else can do the effing job the way I can.
Yeah, I saw that.
You've just done a spectacular job the last 30 years, Jerry. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You inspired everybody in the organization but yourself.
You know what? I think Brock Purdy's under more pressure to win than any other player in the league this year because the Cowboys aren't going to the Super Bowl anyway. The 49ers have been to 2 of the last 4 Super Bowls and have Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs dead twice.
Nope. When you're drafted last in the entire draft, you come out looking like a gem like this. The pressure isn't on him.
John,
he has the talent. Go ahead.
John, the 49ers are an aging roster. It's Super Bowl or bust in San Francisco.
I just addressed that. I said the window's closing. I acknowledge that. And that's on John Lynch and that's on Kyle Shanahan to put the team around him to get it done. The pressure does not fall on Brock Purdy. Don't even bring up Patrick Mahomes and Brock Purdy because that's literally oil and water. Mahomes was taken with the knowledge of him being what he is now. Purdy was taken as a laughing stock, as a third string, as the last guy. He had no expectations set on him 2 years ago. He has none this year. Yeah, he has the expectation to go to Super Bowl like every quarterback who leads their team every year. But there's nothing coming out of the draft with expectation of going all the way, being a multiple-time world champion. Not at this point. Yeah, if he gets a contract, let's say they go all the way and take a chip, now he's on a 5-year deal with crazy money? Yeah, then the expectations raise a little bit and there's a little more pressure on the kid. But right now, he's actually playing with house money. What you're bringing up is the organization. That's on Shanahan. That's on owner. That's on ownership. That's on them. The pressure's on them with this aging roster, not Brock Purdy.
To support his argument, the 49ers are in the best position as far as quarterbacks go in the league.
What?
Because yes, absolutely. Because look here. He just said that the window is closing, right? That means Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, the defensive lineman they signed from Philly a couple years ago, Williams, who they just gave a contract, Kittle, who's about to get his final contract, and Debo, who's going to probably be on his final contract the next time he gets one, are all out of the way, and he's just now going to be going into his big-time deal. We know they're not expected to win anything if that window closes because those guys will be gone. And the 49ers have always drafted well.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're going into a window where you have a franchise quarterback just like the Colts had, and they just draft well and they win games. The question would be, can they get over the hump? But as far as any franchise right now, they're in the best position moving forward. They don't have any once that window closes and those guys are out of the way, they've already started to draft to replace those guys. That's the same thing that Philly did. And now those guys are going to get re-signed while Jalen Hurts is on his big contract. And there's going to be nothing to worry about.
Yep.
Number 2. I know what you guys will have an opinion of. What do you expect to see from Caleb Williams in Chicago this year?
Hot dog water.
I said this before. 2 words. Ryan Leaf.
Didn't look bad in the preseason game against Buffalo, though.
Neither did Tim Couch.
Everybody looks
Yo,
good.
Tim Couch.
Jamie.
Okay,
You got-
okay.
It's a whole different thing when the pressure.
Caleb Williams is much better runner than Tim Couch ever was. Tim Couch
But
could
that offensive
run with
line
a
ain't no
team.
better than what we got out the supplemental draft.
If Williams is running
Caleb
for his life that
Williams-
much in the regular season,
To
it's
be
already
fair,
a problem.
Evan, that wasn't Tim Couch's fault. That was an expansion team that didn't have anything around them.
The only thing that Caleb Williams has going for him is that he's got Roma Duzzi as a receiver. Keenan Allen is way past his prime.
He's got a running game.
Cole
with DeAndre
Kmet is
Swift.
round
Did
third.
we forget DeAndre Swift's a great running back?
The running game is going to be Williams himself.
Whoa. Timeout. 30-second timeout. I got 2 left in the half. What? DeAndre Swift is a – whoa. Okay.
Look at what he did with Philly last
Say that
year.
one more time.
If
Say
you
that
look
one
right,
more time. Say that sentence one more time. DeAndre Swift is a what?
He's a good running back. He is.
You said great running back.
I said he was a good running back.
you said great, but anyway.
He can
Big
be. Look at what he
difference.
did with Philadelphia, and I think he's going to do the same thing with the Bears.
He's
Yeah,
around
they
in
had
third,
the
headed
best
toward
offensive
home,
line
just
in
like
the
Cole
last 5
Kmet.
years.
Mhm.
They had the best offensive line for the last 5 years.
And you got to have a line to run the ball. You can't
And
run
the Bears
without a
don't
line.
have that. You
I
think
don't
the
know.
Bears got a good
Chicago's
line?
line better than-
The Bears ran the ball well last year with basically the same line.
But they had a mobile quarterback.
And
That
they-
high- but that
Caleb
high
Williams is a
numbers.
mobile quarterback too.
He ain't Justin Fields.
He's a fall
He's
better.
not
Throw
Justin
the ball
Fields.
better than Justin Fields.
No, he's
If
not a
he was
better
trying to
runner
throw.
than Justin Fields.
Justin Fields can
This-
scramble, but he doesn't throw the ball that well. That was his problem in Chicago.
Right, and you're talking right, but you're talking about running numbers, Jamie. That hides what the offensive line does.
This is the one and only time you will hear this comparison. Caleb Williams is like Patrick Mahomes when it comes to that. He can run when he has to, but that's not a big part of his game. Like Justin Fields, that's a huge part of his game. That's where now granted, that's where the comparison starts and stops between those guys.
Exactly.
But no, I don't think the Bears win. I don't think the Bears win 6 games.
The problem with Williams is Williams doesn't have so to start and stop the comparison, Williams does not have the field vision that Patrick Mahomes has. So, and if you watch him in the preseason, Jamie just referenced that when Williams commits to the run, he commits to the run. He might try to fake out. He does a 1 or 2 where he'll throw it quick, but he's not. He and not for nothing. If he starts running, gaining yards, you're going to see some kind of Cordell Stewart stuff here, where he's going to just start running the ball. Oh, it's 1 option, 2 option, run. Like that's going to be the problem with Williams. I think he's going to get again. I have my issues with him, but I think he's get very selfful with this, and he's going to run the ball, be the hero, first down. It might even get hurt. Unfortunately, hopefully it doesn't happen. But I think again, no vision down the field. If he starts running, he commits to that. You're not going to see him kind of like baiting guys down to be able to dump it off and get another 15, 20-yard run. You're going to see him running out of bounds, running. He is the running game.
If
There's
he,
not a whole lot of quarterback at all.
By the way,
if he runs like
500
that,
yards in Detroit, and he finally had his first 1,000 career rushing yard game or season last year. That's not a great running back. That's not even a really good running back, actually.
well,
Three
wait,
seasons where he didn't even barely break 1,000 yards.
but they
and
didn't.
one-
But they didn't. Wait. That's not fair because they didn't have a line in Detroit either.
Well, Barry
one-
Sanders didn't do the line either, but he did a hell of a lot.
Right.
Dog, you talking about the second greatest running back of all time?
Right, but he
not
didn't
the
have a lot.
greatest.
Second,
Yeah.
National treasure.
there better be a 34 on the top of the list then.
Emmett Smith.
Yeah.
You might have had a very. You know what? Wait,
Smith
wait,
has
wait,
more
wait,
rushing
wait,
There's
yards
only,
than
look,
Barry
there's only
Sanders.
one guy
wait,
that's in the
I'm sorry.
conversation to go
I'm
ahead of
sorry.
Barry.
We'll save this for another segment. Dylan, go with your next question because
Emmett Smith's got
I'm about to set this
Super Bowl
podcast
rings.
on fire if we have to have this discussion.
You and me both.
Rich,
Wait a
you
minute.
just don't like Dallas. That's the
Okay,
problem.
okay. Order
Well, it's not that I don't like Dallas, but Emmitt Smith does.
I didn't say you, Evan. I said Rich.
I acknowledge that Emmett was a decent running back, but he also had the greatest offensive line in the history of freaking football. I could have run behind that line.
Gentlemen. Okay. Number 3.
You're like 300 pounds, Rich.
For the first 20 years, of the new millennium, the New England Patriots literally ran the NFL in the Super. Half the first 20 years. 9 Super Bowls, winning 6 of them. I can't believe I'm saying this. Could New England be the worst team in the league this year?
Nope, they won't. They won't
No.
be.
It'll be
Panthers.
close.
Starting Jacoby Brissett over Drake May. Yeah.
No,
I think they did that to protect May, so he's not running for his life the entire season.
That's what I said. That's actually true, John. I said the same
Wait,
thing.
hold on. Someone thinks someone's gonna be worse than the New England Patriots. What team is this?
Panthers.
How
I
about
don't think. I think they. look
how about
good, but
David
they don't have the
Peppers,
worst
Carolina
All right,
Panthers?
Jamie, one person at a fucking time. Calm down. Calm down.
Okay.
Evan,
They-
you were speaking first. You buzzed in first. I saw you.
go
Then
ahead.
Jamie.
They will look. They will look the worst. They will not have the worst record.
Who will?
The Carolina Panthers.
With that Mr. David, I spilled
Possible.
drinks on opposing fans. Tapper.
It is possible.
I mean,
He,
because
he makes Jerry Jones look happy-go-lucky. That guy. Oh, I mean, man.
I think.
Can I put another one out there though that a lot of people aren't really thinking about right this second?
Who?
New York.
How about the New York Football Giants? They're gonna be bad.
They're going to compete, but they're not going to have the worst record.
I mean, the Giant. If Daniel Jones right now is more brittle than a Tesla when it catches fire.
Right, but the Giants at least fixed their offense. The problem with Daniel Jones, they didn't have an offensive line last year.
They still don't.
Yes, they did. They upgraded in free agency this year. They did.
Wait.
The biggest problem is when Daniel Jones goes down, and we know he will at some point. Drew Lock is getting the keys to the car.
Yeah,
He's not in
Mr.
Denver no
Put
more?
On. Did you
Wait,
see
wait,
his
wait,
viral
wait.
video singing Put On by Young Jeezy? That's freaking awesome, man.
Hey, Drew Lock beat the Eagles on Monday Night Football
Drew-
last year.
Game-winning drive, exactly. Drew Lock's got swagger, man.
So did Baker Mayfield when he beat Cincy at the end of the year.
So did Johnny Manziel.
Right.
Okay, that guy has no swagger, okay?
Okay. I mean,
What a way to party with
He
Johnny.
was a
Manziel.
drug addict, Johnny Manziel.
New England's wide receiver core this year might be the worst in the league. I mean, KJ
They're all,
Osborne,
of course, dude. They're all rookies.
Pop Douglas,
Osborne hurt.
Mayfield, Polk.
Isn't Osborne hurt? John,
Yeah.
Osborne hurt for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's probably in no rush to come back to this garbage.
I wouldn't be.
Although, actually, the one thing I will say about Johnny Manziel, he's dating Josie Canseco's daughter. So there you go. That's cool.
Well, he knows where to get the roids then, so that takes care of that.
David's like the
He's dating
TMZ
the
hookup.
daughter, not the father.
Oh gosh.
The daughter's a smoke show. You kidding me? I watch her on The Surreal Life on MTV.
Oh, for the love of Pete! What in the? Oh, no.
Question 5.
Okay.
Anyway, back to sports. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I'm
Otherwise,
going way off tangent. That's for another day.
Otherwise,
Another
I'm going to
show.
make you all. Otherwise, I'm going to make you all watch the Real Housewives of Orange County.
Oy vey.
Okay,
Good
question
God.
4. There are 3 quarterbacks in the AFC who have faced Pat Mahomes in recent AFC Championship games. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson. Which one of them is best in line to meet or beat Mahomes this year?
Lamar.
This year, of those 3, you're probably right, John.
Lamar.
As much as I hate to say it, John, you're probably right. Out of those three, you're probably right.
Yeah.
I think Allen.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
close
don't
enough
think
here.
I don't honestly think any of those three can beat him right now, though.
I think Buffalo should have last year. The key is you got to run it down Kansas City's throats.
The one team that is in position that has a quarterback that's faced him in the playoffs to beat him is Cleveland. The question is, can Cleveland get that far to the AFC Championship game?
Wait a minute. Deshaun Watson's not being Pat Mahomes in the playoffs. He blew a 24-0 lead.
With a defense that lost J.J. Watt, Jadeveon Clowney, and their star corner in the second quarter.
Yeah, but
Second and
Deshaun
third.
Watson can go give Taylor Swift a massage to distract her, and then Cleveland wins the game.
Oh, gosh.
What are we doing here?
Lord help us
Robert
all.
Kraft, House of Spawn.
On a
I'll tell you what,
on a
and
series.
this may be a precursor, but if there's a guy out there I think that can beat Mahomes right this second, it's C.J. Stroud.
1 year away.
I'm an Anthony Richardson guy.
I think Stroud.
Anthony Richardson's going to be really good. If he can stay healthy, he's going to be really
He can
good.
challenge C.J. Stroud for the best QB in that class. He could have last year if he didn't
He
get
could.
hurt.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know.
ARs, he's much more athletic than C.J. Stroud.
That's-
He was.
I think he's going to be
that's
really
great.
good, though.
That's all great, but it wasn't what C.J. Stroud did on the field that made him great last year. It was what he did in that
Probably made
locker.
other guys better.
It's what he did in that locker room. It's what he did in the film room, and he made other guys better. And he had guys believing in him as a rookie week one.
I just want Stephon Diggs not to interfere with him.
I don't
That-
think he will.
that-
I think it's just the
That
worst
franchise,
ever.
that franchise did so much in not just getting Stroud. They get Anderson on the defensive side of the ball. D'Amico Ryans comes in and brings an entirely new culture to that entire organization. Tank Dell breaks out and becomes,
Tank the farmer.
am
and
I
the dog.
wrong saying, a top 10 receiver in the league last year before he got hurt? Everything, all the pieces started coming together last year when all these changes started being happen. And as they're come together, they're just going to keep getting better. And these guys, they're extremely young. That whole team, top to bottom,
And I mean,
is
look
really young.
what the Texans did. They got Steph Diggs, Joe Mixon, Danielle Hunter. I mean, Houston's.
That's why they're a year away.
I don't like
gentlemen.
Diggs.
That's
I
why
don't
they're
like
a year
Diggs.
away. That's exactly why they're a year away.
You know what? It's still out of those three. I've gone back and forth. Actually, I've changed my Super Bowl pick. in the
C.J.
last
Stroud
couple of
doesn't
days.
have the mobility that Patrick Mahomes has, though. That's
But-
the difference.
But mobility is not going to beat Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, it is. You need a
No,
dual
it's
threat
not. Then why
RPO
hasn't Lamar
quarterback
done it?
because
they
they couldn't run the
We're
ball
out.
Mobility
last
doesn't
year.
save
That's
your
why.
defense.
Because every
Mobility
time they
doesn't-
play them in the playoffs, guys, they quit running the fucking ball.
Thank you,
Baltimore-
Adam. I said that. That's exactly what I just said.
I mean,
It
the-
wasn't on Lamar. They couldn't run the ball. Buffalo at least ran the ball on him in the first half, and then they stopped in the second half.
You know why they stopped? For the same reason that Baltimore stopped. Because when they knew to focus on the run game, Kansas City makes those adjustments. And that's what's been winning them Super Bowls. Look, I'm not saying that CJ Stroud can't beat them. The reason I'm saying the Texans are a year away is because they made all these adjustments and brought in a bunch of star talent to a second-year coach. I just watched it in Cleveland. We've all seen it somewhere with one of our teams where they bring in a bunch of talent after a good rookie quarterback and a bunch of added talent, especially to the defense.
I think it makes a major difference, though, and take this for what it's worth, but I think it makes a massive difference that D'Amico Ryans played the game. Stefanski, not so much. D'Amico Ryans was in there with those guys. He knows what they're going through, offensive and defensive side. He knows the ups, he knows the downs. He knows what those guys are going through every single day of the process, which I think is going to help cushion that a little bit with the second year. The biggest problem I have with what Houston did is Stephon Diggs. Because to me, Stephon Diggs should have walked onto that team as the number 3. Number 3, no questions asked, behind Nico Collins and Tank Dell, and Diggs is going to be the number 3 guy. And I still think that if they're going to have success this year, he's going to end up being the 3. He's not going to be happy about that by any stretch of the imagination. But when you look at the talent of those 3 receivers, Diggs is the third of the best of them.
So to ask that question, I know that you're in Texas, so you're closer and you get to hear more of this stuff than I do. But other than media, who says he's the number 1 guy? Because he wasn't better than Nico Collins last year.
At least toward the
Oh,
end.
you got a lot of you got a ton of fans around here. The minute they signed him throughout Texas, but especially in Houston, the minute they signed him, they were like, "Oh, we finally got ourselves a number 1." And I kept sitting here thinking, and even the guys on talk radio, sports talk radio in Houston, were saying, "Did you guys not watch the team last year? Did you not watch Nico Collins? Did you not watch Tank Dell? They have a number 1 receiver. They might have 2 number 1 receivers." But the big thing is you're bringing in Stephon Diggs, who is, can we say, at the back end of or past his prime? You're bringing him in as a big weapon, yes, but he's not going to be the guy catching 120 balls. That's just not happening. But yeah, the fans around Houston were thinking that now we've got a number 1. You already had one.
I mean, Jamie could explain this better because Steph Diggs has been garbage the second half of the last couple of seasons. Like, where has Steph Diggs been in Buffalo's last 3 playoff runs?
It's because I can explain this to you. Simply put, we changed our scheme at the end of when Joe Brady came in. We changed our scheme to more of a run heavy team, and Diggs complained that he wanted the ball too much, and then when he did get the ball against Kansas City, he dropped it. So there you go. It's just the fact that we changed our scheme.
Jamie, can I ask you a question on that? It's not as much as the scheme, but the question for me is that besides Stephon Diggs, who's a threat in that offense in the passing game?
Khalil Shakir, the way he played against Pittsburgh. Did you see the way he played against them?
But that's one game.
The year before was Gabe Davis.
Yeah, but that was one playoff game.
What about
we got a lot of good young pass catchers now that have to establish chemistry with Allen. We have Keon Coleman, Shakir, Curtis Samuel once he gets healthy.
Dalton Kincaid.
Yes, Dalton Kincaid. He was another guy could be their version of Travis Kelce, their safety blanket.
I agree. I understand I agree with all of that. I guess I'm asking the question wrong. When you had Stephon Diggs, who was your reliable number 2 receiver for the time that he was there?
We had Gabe Davis that playoff game against Kansas City.
You're talking about one game. I'm asking, like when Rich is talking about the Houston Texans, we knew Nico Collins was the guy. But at the same time, you had Tank Dell show up every week, right?
Don't leave out Noah Brown in that conversation. Yeah. Noah Brown showed up every week too.
Khalil Shakir stepped up in the second half of the year for Diggs, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, I hear that, but you're answering the question in a sense. But the point that I was trying to get to is that while Diggs was there, you didn't have an Adam Thielen, you didn't have another guy like that, and the question becomes, which is why I was kind of agreeing with Rich, was to the point that he's going to a situation where they have a guaranteed guy and he won't be double teamed. He can't be.
But is he gonna? The thing is, though, is he gonna? He's got to be able to accept the fact that he might not get the ball as much and not complain about it when he doesn't get it. That was his problem with the Bills.
Right, but here's the question: if that was his problem with the Bills and he didn't get the ball because he was double teamed, is that going to be the same problem because he didn't get the ball because another guy was wide open because he's been cooking all game? Is it like I don't agree that he's going to be an issue because he's not getting the ball because another guy is scoring because he's been kicking somebody's ass for 3 quarters. even though he's at the back end of his career, just like Amari Cooper, he's still a very good top tier receiver. And with him having other options, which Josh Allen didn't have, it's a different situation.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm asking who was the other guy, because bringing up his Buffalo stint is, to me, is kind of unfair at this point. Unless he's just dog water, like hot dog water, I don't think it's a fair comparison.
Right. And I wasn't the one. It's not. And I wasn't the one who. And I wasn't the one. Dylan asked me about the Buffalo stint, and I said it. I didn't bring up him in Buffalo.
It's Josh Allen, because Josh Allen is, unlike the other two, has stayed healthy throughout his NFL career.
Yes, and knock on wood, I hope he stays healthy again.
Well, yeah, he's indestructible.
Big guy. He's a
Knock on wood.
beast.
And then number 5. We've seen this happen with CeeDee Lamb before we got a big deal. With Dak heading to free agency and the Cowboys unable to franchise him, is this Dak's last year in Big D?
That question
Depends on the year he has.
To me, that question always comes up, Dylan, because here's what I had this discussion with my mom. My mom's a Cowboys fan, and we had a difference of opinion with this because CeeDee Lamb got paid that contract, and I think Micah Parsons right now is playing on a 5th-year option. Do you really want a rookie quarterback throwing to a guy that got paid $100 million, a guy that hasn't done it when Dak has been throwing it to him already? That's the thing. That's the this or that segment right there.
Wait a minute. They got Trey Lance, man. He's the second coming. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wrong guy. Sorry.
You know how many people talk so much shit when they let him go from here. Now, I granted, we gave up a house for that dude, and that was probably the worst I've ever seen this ownership do for getting a player that stunk up the joint. You know how much trash people talk when he got let go? Oh, you guys are going to regret it.
Oh, I'm sure.
What? Regret what? Dude, I don't know, man.
Can I ask a
I
question?
had to see that any player come out and have that kind of thing where your own teams fans want you off the field, but
did he get a fair shot in your opinion?
Where?
In San Francisco?
No.
Trey Lance made the roster. He's 3rd string, actually. Somehow he made the roster.
Yeah.
No, I don't think if anywhere he goes, they plays a full year. I just don't think he's built, I guess, it's the throw. Then he worked on the throwing pocket, how he was going to do it. I don't think it's built for the NFL, man. I don't know. But no, I don't think he got enough time.
The only thing he's got for him is he's athletic, Trey Lance.
Yeah. No, I don't think he got.
If
you saw, I don't. Yeah, no. To answer your question, no, I don't, Evan. I don't think he got a fair shake, quote unquote.
He's a great athlete, but he's got to be a polished thrower.
Yeah.
If you guys heard all the stuff that people were talking about Cooper Rush when he won those games, when Dak was hurt and all that kind of stuff, there was probably 50% of the calls and all that kind of stuff coming in was let Dak go, make Cooper Rush the starter, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm sure as the season goes on, if it gets close to where Dak's let him walk. They're going to be like, let him walk. Cooper Rush can win games. Okay, Cooper Rush is very possibly a very good quarterback. He is also very possibly Case Keenum, who is a good quarterback for a few games. But if you put the whole season in front of him, not so much.
And Rich, he's also not as athletic. Dak's at least athletic. Cooper Rush doesn't have any mobility or athleticism to him. That's why.
No, but the one thing he does do, and you gotta give him this, he won games and he didn't make mistakes. He took care of that football.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just have to change your offense up with him when you don't have Dak because Dak's an RPO and all that.
Well, yeah,
type
the
of
first thing
thing.
you got to do is
can't
get a
do
running
that with
game, which
Cooper
they
Rush.
don't. They don't have a running game. I don't care what anybody tries to tell me. This cluster of Dowdle and now Dalvin Cook. Good, you talk about somebody that's rounding third, head toward home. Dalvin Cook, Zeke, and Rico Dowdle.
Rico Dowell had a good year last year.
The three of them combined don't make a running back.
You don't need a
I'm
superstar
sorry.
running back anymore in this league. You just need to have a running back by committee. That's why they don't pay the running backs anymore.
The only reason Zeke is there is to get that 2-3 yard touchdown at the goal line if and when they get there.
Nothing
See,
wrong with
oh,
that.
Zeke-
a battery ram. Everybody has to.
They
have
got
a
to
goal
get there
line.
first.
I disagree.
They got to get there first.
Everybody's got to have a goal line back. You got to have that.
I disagree with that comment.
I've been around football long enough to know you got to have that.
That could be your goal line running back as far as that goes.
I disagree with that statement that the committee running back field wins championships.
It does now. That's how it did with the Patriots. The Patriots never really had a. They paid Brady. They didn't have a superstar running back. That was by committee.
But that was an anomaly.
It's not an anomaly. That's the way teams. They were the guinea pigs for how teams build.
Nothing with the Patriots is like something you can install, man. That shit was an anomaly.
It's not an anomaly. It's how teams build now. They were the
Name another Super Bowl.
started.
Name another Super Bowl run with any.
Julian Edelman said it on Fox last year on the pregame. He explained it. The way teams build
He's
now.
a
That's
trash
how
quarterback from a B League school in Ohio who got put at the slot. Name another.
Julian Edelman's a
another
pretty smart
dynasty.
guy,
Name
man.
another
He's not a
Super Bowl
dummy.
winning team. Jamie, name another Super Bowl winning team that had a running back by committee when they won the championship.
I think you can. I think how about the Packers with Rodgers? They had a running back by committee.
So you count running back by committee with Aaron Jones leading the team in rushing, and his battling ram was the guy in front of him the year before?
Eddie Lacy, that's a running back by committee. It
No, it's
basically
not.
is.
No,
When
it's
you got
not.
$1 million quarterback,
not.
you can afford to run running back by committee.
That's
But Aaron Rodgers wasn't that big of a quarterback then.
but that's not a
He wasn't that big of a quarterback then. That's not the way how Joe Buck and Fox saw it.
When they played for the Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers on his third year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Adam, we know why you're saying Aaron Rodgers was only in his third year. You don't have to hide that.
Okay, but wait a second.
All
The
right,
Chiefs
third
the
year.
last 2 years have had, of course, Pacheco and McKinnon.
He was a 7th round pick, Isaiah Pacheco, though. Remember that.
Okay, but still, it was running back by committee.
Exactly.
The Rams before that, and Tampa the year before that.
How close was the touches and the yards? And Tampa Bay is an anomaly. It was everybody knew when they got Brady they were winning the chip that year. Everybody knew it. Tom Brady could have went to the Dolphins that year. They won the championship. He could have went to the Texans that year. They'd won the
If a
championship.
running back committee is not an anomaly, how come we don't pay the running backs like huge money anymore?
Because we don't run the ball
There's teams that run the ball.
by committee and they don't do anything.
The Dolphins.
Because we're sitting here saying that running backs by committee are winning championships, and then you're naming guys who are the dominant runner on their teams, who have the most touches and the most yards on their teams. You wouldn't call Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb running back by committee. You didn't call the Bus and Mendenhall running back by committee.
That was a running back by committee. That kind of was.
Kinda and is two different things.
No.
You didn't call it by committee at the time.
Felix Jones and Julius Jones in the backfield for the Cowboys was running back by committee.
When they won the chip.
Everybody runs running back by committee now. Everybody does it. We all do. They all do it now.
Yeah, but your
Oh.
argument is that that's what's winning us a championship. And when you look at the teams that have won a championship, they have a dominant running back.
I think the
That was
definition
back in the
here is
day
where
when
you
we
guys
paid
are.
the running backs.
I think the definition of running back by committee is different here. For I think where Evan is going, and tell me if I'm wrong, Evan, you're looking at it being 50-50, 60-40 at most. Jamie, I think you're looking at just two guys that are prominent runners, whether it's 70-30, 80-20, but it's two guys that are carrying the ball.
Or where you're running it down people's throats that you can rotate a bunch of running backs in to keep guys fresh. That's how I'm looking at it. The way they do it now, that's why.
But I mean, when you look at the fact that, and I'll use last year as the example, and take McCaffrey out of this because he was head and shoulders over everybody else.
He was the anomaly that got paid.
Well, but the leading rusher in the league, besides McCaffrey, who had 1450, was Derrick Henry at 1160. You had exactly 11 guys over 1,000 yards last year. And this just in, ladies and gentlemen, 1,000 yards is 62 yards a game. That's nothing to be impressed by. Even 1,100 yards is only 70 a game. Again, nothing to be impressed by. You know, the days of the 1,600 yard rushers, the guys that are getting 100 yards a game, that's not named Christian McCaffrey, are pretty much over. Even Derrick Henry, who I realize he was part of the year last year, but he only had 1167, and he still played 17 games. I mean, I've played all of them, but all of them. But he carried the ball 280 times, which is more than even McCaffrey.
So
Okay.
then
Green Bay in 2010 was not a running back by committee. They had James Stark. That's it.
that's right. You're absolutely
Yeah,
right. They had James Starks, who was a late round pick. If I'm not mistaken, was like a fifth or sixth round pick.
Right, he was a late round pick.
He was their third down back. Yeah.
Right.
Who
we just see it differently, Evan. The term, that's what it is. That's really all it is.
By the way, Rich, how about the running back committee in Pittsburgh this year?
Well, a lot of that has to do with the hamstring of Jalen Warren, I think.
Cordell Patterson knows how. He's done it before. He's like a Debo in the backfield.
Oh, don't talk to me about Cordell Patterson, Jamie. You just cost me $20 million.
That guy. We already knew the guy could run kick. We already knew the guy could run kicks, but he can actually carry it in the backfield too.
Adam and I talked about this last night when we did our Steelers preview. I think that ideal situation would be that you have three backs that all have 750, 800 yards in Harris, Cordero Patterson, and
Jalen
Warren, or Harris, Warren, and Justin Fields. Each with 750, 800 apiece. I don't see any of those guys being even 1,000-yard back this year. I think it is going to be true running back by committee. And I think that whoever's the quarterback, whether it's Russ or Justin Fields, if they have to throw the ball more than 30 times a game, it's going to be an issue. The Steelers have got to control the ball. They've got to throw the ball as little as possible because realistically, you've got George Pickens at 1, Pat Freiermuth's your 2, and good luck telling me who's your 3. Cordero Patterson might be your 3. So, as far as the running game goes for the Steelers, yeah, it's going to be running back by committee. But if Warren can stay healthy, I think they can do a pretty good job with that. And don't be surprised if you see a triple option come flying out of there, too, with Fields and Warren and Harris.
Can I ask a question about the Steelers?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
If Jalen Warren recovers from this hamstring injury and stays healthy, do you think Najee Harris is on the team next year?
If Warren stays healthy and does the thing, no, I don't. Because I really don't.
I felt like, I'm sorry to cut you off. I feel like
you're good.
I feel like last year he showed that Najee Harris doesn't have a spot in Pittsburgh.
I saw the same thing too, Evan. That first game, even that first game against San Francisco, Warren looked like the better back to begin with.
I think this is this. If I remember correctly, this is the 5th-year option for Harris.
I don't know
And
if they picked up the
and if it doesn't work out this year with him, and he doesn't have the kind of year he was having his first couple of years, or actually no, this is his 4th year, because he's had 1,200 and then 1,034 and 1,035. So this is his 4th year. I don't think they pick up that 5th-year option if he doesn't clear that 1,000 yards this year and play the way that he played the first year. It seems like he's kind of slacked off a little bit, not running as hard. Hopefully, Jaylen Warren is going to spark that, and it would be beautiful to see both of them really succeed. But I think, Evan, if he doesn't perform, they're not going to go with that 5th-year option.
And again, like I said, Rich and Evan, this is the era of we don't really run the ball as much. So just like last year and a couple of years ago, we didn't pay the running back. The Steelers are going to do the same thing. They're not going to pay the running back here.
I think if they didn't have Jaylen Warren and he got over 1,000 yards this year, he'd get paid.
He would get a yeah.
He barely gets over 1,000 yards. That's 62 yards a game. That's not very good.
And you got to remember, running backs now, guys, are kind of a dime a dozen. That's what it is.
But are they?
62 yards a game is nothing. I mean, John, would you be happy if McCaffrey had?
Can I ask a question?
I would not be happy if James Cook did that because that's not James Cook standards.
Can I ask a question,
I
please?
just asked John a question.
Go ahead, Dylan.
I have the 103 in the DK draft that I've just started. Who should I take?
We doing this again?
Either Hall or Robinson.
Trey McBride.
You got the 103 pick in what round?
Oh, Brees.
First round.
No, round 1, pick 3.
Round 1, pick 3. Who's picked before you?
CMC.
Why not Jacobs?
Holy cow, B. John. Oh, I'll take CD.
Why not Brandon and the Jacobs kid from Alabama who was with the Raiders who just went somewhere?
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Did you
You can get him 5 rounds. You can get him 5 rounds later.
Yeah, you can get him.
He's not a first-round pick.
I took
bomb.
CD.
Not even close.
The reason I'm asking is where did he go?
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
And
He
you
went to Green
don't
Bay.
and you don't think that they have a good running game this year?
No, I think Green Bay's got it.
No, I'm not saying that.
I think Green Bay's in the Super Bowl bubble this year.
But when it comes to fantasy, he's not. He's
He's
an
not that bad.
RB2 at best, maybe an RB3.
All right, I understand.
He's not Aaron Jones, I can tell you that.
Okay. Speaking of divisional guys, divisional picks, who's got somebody pick a division and let's name all picks for who wins each division this year. I don't care what division you guys pick.
I just want to argue AFC North.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna be on a limb here. The Cincinnati Bengals.
You a glutton for punishment, bro. Why you going to the North, bro?
Love you, Evan.
I like to argue. I only got a couple minutes left. I only got 25 minutes left, and I want to argue.
He's a Frowns fan wanting to argue with the Squealer fan.
I respect it.
You
Look,
think
on
the
paper.
Bengals? So that's one for the Bengals. What you got, Adam?
I said on paper before when I first looked at this series, it was awesome. I was 12-5. Then I saw the preseason, and I'm like, am I really going 5-12 now? And I said it last night. Rich knows I said it last night.
I'm gonna have to talk
With
him off the
Russell
ledge
Wilson
all season.
starting week 1, you're going 5-12.
I'm gonna have to talk Adam off the ledge all season. I can see that right now.
Cal Pitts, over under catches this weekend is 3.5. There's no way he's gonna get at least 8 catches.
It's not Sam Pitts. It's Kyle. Oh no, it's not Sam Pittman. It's Kyle Pitts. No, that was horrible.
Right, Cal Pitts, my tight end in Atlanta.
That was
Believe me, I know.
horrible. Sam Pittman of
Who's
Arkansas.
who's the starting quarterback in Atlanta?
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Oh, he's getting 10 targets at least.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins. Yeah. So if anyone does any betting, 3.5 catches is Cal Pitts.
You know, we have his cousin on the Yankees. He's a relief pitcher, Jay Cousins. Kirk Cousins' cousin pitches for the Yankees.
I am taking Baltimore to win the division. I know everyone wants to argue with me already, but
Is it
I can't-
Baltimore or Baltimore?
It's Baltimore. This year. They lost too much on their defense.
Baltimore wins the division.
They lost too much on their defense.
John took his belts out front and he now has a Gators helmet in front. Anyone see that? That's pretty badass.
It's his calling card to fire Billy Napier after one.
Is that where we need to go this way?
Did y'all before I started to argue with y'all?
DJ
y'all see-
Lagway, go ahead.
He's transferring. He's transferring.
Who?
he's
DJ Lagway?
He's transferring. I'm calling it now. He's
I
transferring.
think he's starting now. Graham Mertz has got a concussion now.
He's going to transfer to Baylor.
He's transferring.
I don't know.
He's
I think Billy Napier should. I think Billy Napier in Florida State should transfer to Siberia next, and that's someone who's living in Florida.
Did y'all see?
You want him to leave the?
Oh,
Miami,
Jesus.
go to
Here we
school?
go.
Did y'all see the U defensive players talking to the U? This is like a cuss word to me because my cousin went there. The UF recruits that they had at the game, they was talking to them and said, "We run this damn city. Don't come here. Come to the U."
Yo, fuck you guys, man.
Hey, since Evan's got a shorter period of time, just a thought, Dylan. What if we have everybody do all their division champions at one time?
Okay.
And then that way Evan can get his stuff in before he has to go.
Okay, Evan, you can go first. Who do you have winning each division, wild card, and Super Bowl pick?
I don't know every division off the top of my head, so we're gonna
what
figure
the
this out together. We're gonna figure this out together.
We're not going to Super Bowl yet. No, we're not going to Super Bowl yet. Just do division so we can get through this.
Miami
Oh,
in the East.
AFC.
Mike
Is somebody
McDowell,
writing this stuff down?
Mike McDowell, Miami new look.
I think
Mike
Miami
McDaniel's
wins
got an
the East.
extension.
I think the Texans win the South. Who's in the AFC West? That's the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, and Broncos.
Chiefs win the West. This is
Who'd you
my
have
only,
win the North?
this is my only contingent, and I'm gonna say this now, so that I can come back to it later. The Bengals win the AFC North only if Joe Burrow stays healthy.
Exactly what I'm thinking. NFC.
The NFC, I got the Lions. I got the Niners. I'm sorry, Rich, but I'm still stuck between the Cowboys and the Eagles this year because Dak got to get paid.
Well, no, talent-wise, Dallas is good till they get to the playoffs. I'm with you.
And then
every year.
And then what's the last division I'm missing?
So
The South, the Saints, the Buccaneers, the Panthers, and the Falcons.
Can the Arizona T? That's why I'm picking to win the South. The Cannon Arizona T, that shit's a toss-up. I mean, the only thing that you can really say about them is, I mean, can you really say anything?
Marvin Harrison Jr.
we're talking about the
Not in
South.
the South. We're talking about the South.
Oh.
I
You
mean-
can always go Carolina and really go out in the woods.
That's past out in the woods, my man. That's out in the middle of the ocean with no boat.
No boat.
With David, David Tepper has a lifeguard. David Tepper's out in the ocean. Oh my God, let's take a picture. Anyway.
Hey, John, remember that wrestler I was talking to you about the other day?
Yeah.
I might be able to get her on the show. Just to let you
Liv
know.
Morgan.
No.
Jamie, stop. Stop, bro. Come on, man. I'm fanboying right now. Come on, man.
So
I just think she's hot.
Never get her on the show. I promise you'll be on the show, Jamie. I promise.
You just think that everyone's hot.
I'm gonna just go with the Buccaneers.
I don't
'cause
care
I
what
keep
I
forgetting
don't,
names.
I don't care what's going on there, but Liv Morgan thought. Anyway, are you taking the Falcons? What are you doing?
I'm taking the Buccaneers.
Taking the Buccaneers because of Baker Mayfield, baby.
I'm only taking the Buccaneers because it ain't nothing else for them to fight against in that division. I think that's the worst division in the NFL this year.
Like Trey Tarp playing quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons.
That's not saying.
I think the Falcons are a year away. 2 years away because
The guy we had on our show, Evan, is playing for the Falcons.
who?
Trey Tarpley.
I'm sorry, Trey. Y'all a little bit away, my man. I'm just keeping a buck with you. Y'all a little bit away.
I remember we interviewed you, Adam. We interviewed him for our USFL podcast. Remember?
That's right. That's right. Okay, yeah, that's right.
We had him on twice. I don't think you were there when we had.
I was there for that.
We had the quarterback on too. Who was that?
Troy Williams.
Troy.
He was on Memphis last year when they merged.
I'm mad I lost his number. We were supposed to do some work together. I got to reach out to him on Instagram.
I can't wait till we do that show again, Evan.
John, go ahead with your picks.
Oh, okay. No, man, just remember, guys, no matter how bad your NFL team is this year, you'll never be as bad as Chicago White Sox this year. So, dude, I'm pretty sure, like, there's literally 30 people in that fucking ballpark, bro. Like,
they counted it on an accident and said there was only 17.
That's a lie. I was watching that game against the Rangers. Game 1, I kid you not, there was not 500 people in the stands. Game 2, there was probably 2,500 in the whole park. Kid you not.
That's so awful.
Damn, that's like people show up and watch an AEW event. All right, so AFC. Hey, yo.
Steve Mercedes moan.
Oh, God.
Is anyone write this down? Because I sure as fuck.
It will overspray. All right. AFC East. Bills. North. Ravens. West. Chiefs. South. Texans.
Is anyone writing this down?
NFC. What's up? NFC.
Is anybody writing this stuff now?
I think
it's on record, baby. We'll go back. I feel like the AFC, I mean, you could go Bills, you could go Dolphins in the East, but I feel like the other three are pretty spot on. I feel like the NFC is where you might see some irregularities. The East, if I got to choose between the Eagles and the Cowboys, I hate saying this. I think it's the Cowboys, but that's what they do every year. And then first round, Dak's going to piss it all away.
I thought you were
North, Lions. Give it to the Lions. The South, I think the Falcons get it, man.
I'm rolling with Johnny on that one.
And the West, I don't know. It's tough in the West.
Jeez.
49ers by a fucking land, like a fucking mile.
Jamie.
AFC East, the Bills, of course. AFC North, Ravens. AFC South, this might surprise you. I got the Colts. I think Anthony Richardson is going to ball out and stay healthy. But I digress. AFC South, I already said that. AFC West, hate to say it, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chargers,
Um,
baby.
What?
They winning.
Go into let's see, NFC East. Hate to say it, but fly Eagles fly. At NFC North, the Lions. Let's see, NFC South. I got Atlanta and the Falcons,
Yeah, baby.
who play Pittsburgh
Dirty Bird.
week 1.
And we'll beat them.
Arthur Smith little reunion there. Hopefully not. Let's see, and then NFC West. You know, I gotta say it, the 49ers.
Evan, who were your picks again?
My picks:
Yeah.
the Bengals with an asterisk, the Miami Dolphins, the Chiefs, and the Texans.
And then in the
NFC, and then my NFC picks were the Cowboys, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it was a toss-up between the Cowboys and the Eagles, but as I think about it, it's going to be the Eagles.
wait, who do you have in the North and the West?
Oh, the NFC?
Yes, sir.
Who's in the North?
Green
Bay,
Bay,
Detroit, Minnesota.
Chicago, and Minnesota.
Detroit.
And then out West.
That's the 49ers. I don't feel
Yeah.
like conversation.
You were going to go Arizona just to get a conversation.
No, I want to argue about why y'all think the fucking Ravens are going to do anything in the AFC North.
Big Rich.
Oh man. All right. NFC East. East, I'm going Philly. North, I'm going Detroit.
If you went Dallas, I would have showed this. I would have learned how to make shorts tonight.
Yeah, Dallas and their 0-17 record. Okay. No, Philly, Detroit. I'm going to go Tampa and San Francisco. In the AFC, the Chefs, Houston, the Jets, and
Wait. You got the Jets
What?
winning the East?
mhm.
Rich, I got to have you on my show, man. We got to talk.
Hey, look at it from this standpoint. Find me a better defense, top to bottom, in the AFC
Then the
than the Jets defense.
The Bills.
Sauce
defense-
Gardner, all those guys.
The Bills defense were like top 5 in the league every year.
The complete, absolute trash fire that they've had the last few years, and they still won 7 games back-to-back years. If Rodgers is healthy, and that's my caveat on that, but if Rodgers is healthy, they win the division.
I'll
Brees
give
Hall,
you-
Garrett Wilson.
that's a good
What's that
argument.
defense?
That's a good argument, but that defense is number 2 in the AFC East. I mean, in the
The Bills is
East,
better
the
defense.
number 2 in the AFC.
But and then AFC North, man, I really should just get everybody juiced up.
Don't you fucking do it.
I really should, just to get everybody juiced up. Bad part is John ain't in the room, so man, I mean, the bad part is every team has holes. Every one of them.
But they all got
Um,
major strengths.
But they all got what?
Major strengths.
They do. Even the Steelers, their defense is their strength. Oh crap!
Just say it, Rich. Just do it. There's John back in the room, ready to hear the battle.
Y'all
We're
trying
down to the last division. I'm on the AFC North.
y'all trying to piss me off before I get off of here.
Ravens, right?
I've been thinking this through 10 times, and like I just said, all 4 teams have massive holes.
Yeah, they're either the quarterback's hurt or they don't.
I'm
have
gonna
a
play a
quarterback.
little reverse psychology on this one. I'm taking Cleveland.
Don't you do that because you don't believe it.
Why are you
Actually,
trying to
I
make
do.
Evan happy right now? Yo.
No, actually, I do. I think Cleveland is definitely better than Cincinnati. I think Cleveland and Pittsburgh are on the same level. And
With a
I think
healthy
that
girl.
if Deshaun plays the way Deshaun can play, Cleveland's better than Baltimore.
With a
So
healthy
yeah,
Joe Burrow.
I do truly believe.
With the
Yeah.
healthy Joe Burrow, he can't do nothing in this division.
That's what I'm saying. So
against
that's
our-
why I like
against-
the asterisk.
thing-
If Joe Burrow's trash,
big
then yeah,
thing-
like Cleveland.
I'm not
Okay,
saying
but
he's
who's
trash. I'm just saying he
right-
can't do
right
nothing
this-
with the Browns.
Wait a minute. Right this second, who's he throwing to?
Higgins and Chase.
Chase hadn't signed yet. Chase has said he ain't playing until he signs.
He
You really
will.
think? You
I
really
actually
think?
think he's the
you really
he's the only holdout left, I think, for the season.
You really think?
And if Chase ain't out there,
You really
Chase
who's
think?
he
is
throwing
fine.
to?
He'll sign.
Wait, because I got to get this rant in. But I do have a question. You really think that he's gonna hold out and lengthen the time that he's there if you don't get a contract?
Scott Burrows is his agent, right?
He can hold out the first 4 before they can penalize him the season. Or no, the first 10.
You really
He
think?
holds out 10 games. He holds out 10
You-
games. Cincinnati's 3-7.
You really think that they're gonna let? You think Joe Burrow? You think Joe Pimp Daddy Burrow is gonna let Cincinnati?
Joe Slim Shady, bro.
Joe Slim Shady.
Hey,
No, he about to be the Pimp Daddy in a minute. If you really think,
no. The Cincinnati Nightmare.
He looks like Slim Shady with the hair, though.
he's not.
I like it, Rick.
There's no way on God's green earth Joe Burrow allows Jamar Chase to miss more than one game.
That may be the case. But
Adam,
What's he supposed to do? Is he supposed to sing Abra, Cadabra? I'm about to rescind Jamar Chase's back, bruh.
Adam,
but Cincinnati's defense is suspect. I'm saying if Deshaun plays all year the way he can, Cleveland's got as good a shot as anybody else in that division. And they've got the best defense in the division. Better than Pittsburgh. Because they've got all the, when they get healthy, they got the best defense in the division.
you know what?
Jimmy Schwartz,
you know
baby.
what? I think
Take it, Mike.
Baltimore might have the
Oh.
best defense in the division.
Get the fuck out of here.
Even without Mike McDonald, who's with the Seahawks now, is
Let him go.
Baltimore's
Let 'em
got
go.
the third best. Baltimore's got the
They
third
lost.
best defense.
Get
in
him,
the
Evan.
division.
Lost four
Damn, Evan.
fucking starters.
Hey,
Yeah.
Evan, let me tell you this: Cleveland's not going to be this good defensively this year. No way.
No, stop it.
Okay,
Stop
oh,
it.
dude, you're muffling.
Got the-
Stop
Adam's turn.
Stop it.
Go ahead, Adam.
I have Mike McDaniels winning the AFC East.
Oh, so you have Miami. Sorry.
So, Mike, what have you done on offense right now? You've moved the ball against a great Bill Belichick gave us. What adjustments did you make happen? Well, Melissa, I haven't really done anything. The players are executing and doing a great job. And then he sprints off, to the tunnel.
We're onto the Jets. Onto the
He
Jets.
understands the fact that the coaches don't do anything. It's the players on the field that do the job, not the coaches.
Stats don't
I got-
matter.
I like
That's
it. I
a
like
loser.
it.
Still,
I
he
the
got interviewed by Melissa Stark. That's a home
Mike
run.
McDaniels winning the division. The new look got the
Say again, Adam?
Miami slow looking now. Out west, I mean, it's hard to pass up the Chiefs. It really is. I am going. I have a toss up between the Colts and the Texans, but it depends if Stephon Diggs becomes a problem or not. If the Houston wins, I'm going Houston.
I'm about to set this shit on fire. All of you. This be offensive plays like this.
About to go scorched earth, you motherfuckers.
Here we go. What's with the Joe
Yeah,
Burrow?
let him cook. Let him cook.
NFC.
Wait,
Yeah, I
you
left
forgot the AFC.
Yeah.
North.
Maybe I did it on purpose. I don't know.
Wait, who do you have winning the North?
Green Bay Packers.
The AFC North.
I didn't
Go
pick
ahead and
them
piss
yet.
me off, Adam. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
do it.
ahead. Go ahead, Adam.
Oh, no. At least Rich picked Cleveland. Jeez.
I think it's gonna be Baltimore.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Who'd you pick?
Baltimore.
Baldalas.
You know what? Since we all on bullshit, I'm changing my pick in the AFC North. The Steelers is
Nope,
winning
nope. It's in pen. It's in
I
pen.
wish Matt was on this. I wish Matt was here right now. I wish Matt was on this fucking show. Matt would scorch all you motherfuckers.
Wait, what?
Look, I think they let Patrick Queen go on purpose. Trenton Simpson was ready to step in, and he's gonna have a killer job on that defense this year. It's gonna be a name to watch if you do IDP.
Tell me what that looks
So
like.
where are we at? NFC. I got Green Bay, obviously. Take Green Bay and that Josh Jacobs offense up there.
You got Green Bay over Detroit? Ooh.
I do.
I mean, that's gonna be a dogfight.
Then I have the Atlanta Falcons winning the South.
Hotlanta.
Dirty Bird.
Let's go balls out here. Let's go New York Giants winning the AFC East.
Okay, what are you doing over there?
Magic Brian
Who's making
Dable.
these
Let's
picks?
go.
Is this Dylan or is this Adam? Who's making these picks?
Adam's got the Giant. Hey, he believes in Dable.
Who's,
You guys
who's
are
behind the
giving-
jersey with an Uzi behind your neck, man?
You guys are giving
He
me-
Oh my
believes in
God! Why are
Dable.
you throwing me under the mess?
I cannot literally do that to myself. Sorry.
Brian
I am
Dable took Ozempic. He looks thinner this year. The Giants are winning.
Oh, he looks thinner, so they're definitely going to lose because he's not going to want to eat.
And then
Danny Dimes.
And then NFC
And he
West.
dropped
Tommy
it down,
DeVito.
baby. Miles.
Tommy DeVito, the Mafia.
Obviously, I'm taking the Niners out west.
The Niners.
Oh, the
The
fucking
Niners.
Mets won again. God damn it.
With Mr. McCaffrey coming back this morning, Trent Williams, and John wearing the Brandon Ayuk shirt. I love it. For a minute there, I
Fuck all that. He wanted him gone 2 days ago.
Well, if that trade would have went through, all Denver had to do is pull the trigger on Cortland
Ooh,
Sutton.
Kirk Cousins pitching for the Yankees now.
You
Jake.
see what the Pats offered? The Pats offered more money per year, and he was like, "No, man, no."
We offered Amari Cooper a second and a third.
That was wild. Yeah, that was nuts, and he's still nope.
John, I thought we talked about that money like 3 open mics ago.
They had to keep him. Nobody else was going to take that contract. I kept saying it though. I kept saying it on the show the whole time.
The Pats wanted; they were going to pay more per year, but he was like, "I'm not going there."
Oh yeah, he was going to have
nixed it.
Jacoby Brissett throwing him the
Yeah,
ball.
he nixed it. He would have made more money, but he was like, "Nah." And if you saw comments, he just came out earlier today. They did a whole presser now with all the guys, Trent, all of them. He's like, "Yeah, I made it a little difficult at the end, and then maybe more than I had to." So,
All right. You want to hear my picks?
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Look,
Here
San
we go.
I
Francisco
mean,
in
I guess
third.
we're all here, right? I mean, okay.
AFC East, Bills.
Yep.
Lost your
AFC North, Cincinnati Bengals. AFC South, Houston. West, Kansas City. NFC North, Lions. South, Atlanta. Now, this is where we get fun. Should I go NFC West first or NFC East?
Why do I feel
East,
like
because West is going to
No,
get
no,
all
no,
kinds
no,
of
no.
reactions.
Go
To
West.
go East first.
NFC
Yeah.
East, you guys are all wrong. Washington Commanders.
what
I knew
the
that was where he was going.
Dan
I knew that was
Yeah,
where he
go
was
back to
going.
the Redskins name. Get out of here, bro.
Did I really just hear that?
Sorry,
Jalen
bro.
Daniels.
Oh, wait till the West comes. Wait for the West, guys.
That's why I said to wait for last.
Yeah.
NFC.
I'm not
NFC
even.
West. John, I'm not going to say it.
Oh, I'm here, baby.
John, you guys are all wrong in the NFC West. The
Rams.
Los Angeles Rams are going to run away with the division.
Pretty boy, Sean McVay.
Man,
And
I know
his
I've been
hot
over for a
smoking
month, but yeah,
Ukrainian
apparently
wife.
someone else has been hitting the sauce because holy shit.
And here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing, Kay. We could have an all Cal Shanahan Christmas tree branching out for the AFC and NFC championship game.
Yeah.
If Rich is right and the Jets run the table, they get to the AFC championship game, who's their coach? Shala. Houston gets there, D'Amico Ryan.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden,
But what about Texans and the
or
49ers?
if Miami gets there, Mike McDaniel. All of a sudden, there's 3 coaches from a really good coach that makes the playoffs, gets to the championship games, has a couple trophies in his case, doesn't brag about going 9-8 is a great fucking season, and has coaches that actually teams fucking won as coaches, head coaches. You can't name one fucking coach on this Steeler roster that anybody fucking wants as their head coach. The last people they wanted was Bruce Arians, and that was a coward guy.
Brian Flores.
Brian
Mike
Flores,
Mularkey.
that's not a fucking Tomlin guy. Get out of here.
Oh, he was
Mike
Howard
Jones.
Mularkey. He was with the Bills too, Mike Mularkey.
But then we could have Sean McVay and Cal Shanahan playing
Sean
third
McVay.
game this year in the NFC Championship game.
This is apparently turned into drunk hour now.
Oh,
Yeah, you
back.
picked the Rams, bro. Like that. You started. You must be doing shots in front of us. Holy
Every
shit.
time I see Sean McVay, I just sing "All I Ever Wanted" and "All I Ever Needed."
That dude needs to stay off the field during play. You see how many times the coach is pulling his ass back from getting knocked down during the game?
Gentlemen, I
Yes.
love all of you and appreciate all of y'all, but y'all are out y'all fucking mind.
Cook, baby. Cook. Let them know.
Look, so we're gonna sit here and say that Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are gonna win this division, and they lost 4 starters. Well, you didn't, but you said that they're gonna win this division.
I
And
said the Ravens were, yeah.
dog,
I did.
they lost their 4 major contributors on defense. They lost, if I'm not mistaken, they lost 2 offensive linemen. They still
wouldn't
only
let
have.
that
They still
go.
wait. They still only got 1 receiver. Their tight end is coming back crippled worse than he's ever been before, and he was crippled last year.
Mark
We're
Andrews.
gonna, and then we had somebody say Joe Burrow, who versus the entire AFC North is 7-11,
Shady Burrow.
and versus the Browns is 1-5. And guess what? That 1 win, no defensive starters played that game.
I would never pick the Bengals. Not in a million fucking years. So
May I have your attention, please? Will the real Joe Burrow please stand up?
Right, and he's standing in Detroit, Michigan, trying to get another rap deal. So we gonna sit here and talk about this. So I got plenty of issues with this. I understand that how exciting Derrick Henry is, and I'm not saying this like he won't be a threat there. But we saw what happened in Tennessee when his offensive line started to fall apart, didn't we? Do we agree with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They just lost starters, and they were already having trouble last year in the run game when it wasn't Lamar Jackson running. So what does Derrick Henry improve?
bigger threat.
Bigger threat with what? 2 linebackers and a defensive end in the backfield? And then we're gonna turn around and bring up Joe Burrow. And Rich, I give you credit because you brought up a great point. Jamar Chase can sit out 10 games. Do I think he will? No. T. Higgins, did he sign his franchise tag?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
So you got one real receiver, no tight end. You lost your best running back. You still can't fix your offensive line, and their defense keeps losing pieces as well. The only real team I'm worried about at the start of the season right now is the Steelers, and that's because they got a hell of a coach and a good defense.
Let Adam hear you say that.
They have a good defense and a
First
great
part of that.
coach.
Right. I mean, them season winning trophies are awesome. Kind of like saying Dallas is awesome too because they score the most points in the regular season. Yeah, you guys tear Dallas apart when for the last 3 years Dallas is
No, I don't.
Dallas is literally
I tear Jerry Jones apart. I don't tear apart Dak. I don't tear apart Michael Parsons. I don't tear apart CeeDee Lamb. Do they deserve some smoke? Absolutely. But they get
They also just all three of them deserve their pay too.
they get their job done. Hi, little person. I'm gonna try to watch my mouth.
She's full. She'll understand what you're saying. Don't worry.
Anyway,
Say hi. You wait.
that's the only person. That's the only team I'm worried about because y'all got a good defense. But if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. Y'all old as shit.
Hold on. Does she want to talk wrestling, John? Because I know you started her on it.
Another couple of years. Yeah. Tell them who your favorite wrestler is. Uncle Howdy. See, she knows.
Did she watch Bash in Berlin with you?
She what?
Did she
No,
watch
I had
Bash?
to work. I caught it when I came home. So yeah, no, she usually watches like NXT and Raw with me when I come home from work.
Nice.
Before I get out of here,
Sorry about that. I'm sorry.
no, you're good, man. You're good. You're good. I got most of my stuff out. Rich, would you be my week
Yes, sir.
one guest to talk about the Dallas Cowboys?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going.
When is it?
I'll either be doing the show Thursday or Sunday. I haven't really decided yet which day works best for you.
Sunday because Thursday is date night with my wife.
Okay, we could do it Sunday.
Unless we're doing it during the day. Unless we're doing it during the day.
We could do it Sunday morning.
Sunday morning is perfect. That'd be great.
But you can find me on talking sports by the lake. You can find me on X if that's what we call it this week. You can find me on Facebook. My Instagram and my TikTok are not set up for podcasting yet, but you can find me there at Broadly.
How to get TikTok in on there or Snapchat or Instagram, how to load it up into this thing, let me know.
I'm working on it. I got somebody that actually does that type of stuff, and I'm working on that. So I'll let you know.
Like me and John sat there one night, we looked for it felt like an hour, didn't John? We were trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I know that you can live stream on there, but you have to do it through the app. You can't.
No, there's a way to do it from StreamYard.
Well, I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, me and John sat here one night for hours trying to figure it out. We're like, what the heck?
Yeah, Evan, you would hit me up. I sent you an audio, but didn't go through. I don't know why. Next time you get some time, let me know. I'll text you. But I was sending you audio to tell you what I wanted, and I was like, why would it just go through? And did you text you back? So I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. We'll work on it.
I got you.
But you guys can find me there. I had a great time, but unfortunately, I have overtime tomorrow, so I have to go to sleep.
Super Bowl, real quick. Super Bowl picks you gotta give real quick.
My Super Bowl pick.
Don't want to do Super Bowl yet.
It's gonna change from what it was last week, just like it's gonna change from what it is this week, next week. But as I sit here and think about it, I still got the Dolphins and the Bills and the AFC Championship. It just depends on who's the home team and who's the away team. Because whoever's on the road wins that championship game between the two of them. And coming out of the NFC, I wanted to say to Detroit, But as of right now, because they've signed everybody and ended all the turmoil, I got to go with the 49ers, guys. And I hate to do it, but I got to. So as of right now, it's in my eyes, it's the 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. Because I think the Dolphins win I think they win their division, and because of that, they get the home game in the AFC Championship against the Buffalo Bills, and the Buffalo Bills wax that ass.
Be honest with you. You want the best Super Bowl prediction? It's simple. Chiefs, Rams.
No, the best Super Bowl prediction of all time is the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns.
Wait, two teams that haven't been to the Super Bowl?
Yes, because you have the two of the top five. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Two of the top three most legendary fan bases, not the top fan bases, but two of the top three legendary fan bases, and two teams that haven't been to the Super Bowl.
Cleveland's not going to the Super Bowl this year. Cleveland might not even win 8 games.
You got your damn mind. I gotta go to bed.
That's not good enough for you to go to bed.
Evan, don't take it personally. This is the same guy who said the 49ers wouldn't make the playoffs.
And that the Rams would win the West.
No.
Hey guys, I got a jet too. Go ahead, Doug.
I'm gonna save it for you. I'm gonna just save it because I'm still in shock that you said that the Rams will win the division. But I got to get out of here. I will see you guys on Sunday. You heard it here first. Me and Rich are gonna tackle the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. I'll see you guys on Sunday.
All right, man.
Evan.
Talk to you soon.
Yeah, Evan.
Thanks,
talk to
Evan.
me. Make your headliner. Talk to me about it because we don't pay for talking sports about the lake. So we have to tag it in the opening comments, like in the headliner.
On the thumbnail.
Yeah. No. Like you have to like copy and paste it and put it in the headline, so that way it gets seen by Twitter too. That way it will share to that page.
All right, I'll talk to you.
Evan, are you still working on me and Joe's baseball intro for next year?
Yep, I just picked up a computer. I got to set it up, and then I'll be ready to go.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. All right, guys.
All right, Rich,
Guys, I got a jet here in just a second too. Super Bowl, I'm adjusting what I said last week just a smidge. Give me Houston, who I said last week, and give me Detroit. It's going to be Houston and the Lions in the Super Bowl. Give me Houston to win it all.
Houston.
Houston
You're making Bash and Berlin picks over here, Rich. What are you doing? 5 for 5. 5 for 5, Bash and Berlin, by the way. 5 for 5, baby.
I think I might have been a big goose egg on NXT, though.
Oh, yeah. I went 1 for 5. 1 for 5.
I was going to say, I think I went the big goose egg on that one. Or I got 1, I think, if I did.
Damn, I think I maybe 1 or 2. I was like, damn, I fucked this one up.
That was horrible.
Awesome. Cool, man.
I did okay on the Bash, but I did rotten on NXT. So
yeah,
we all have bad days.
But yeah, man, I got to fly. So
how do people get you real quick before you get out of here?
You can hit me up on Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it, at Go Big Go Home Pod. Facebook, Rich Richardson. Check me out Sunday when I'm with Evan. We're gonna hash out Cleveland and Dallas, and check us out. You know, as always, here every Tuesday night. Adam and I do a Wednesday show, Pirates Chat, Steelers Chat / not doing one tomorrow. We did our special edition yesterday, but check us out every Wednesday on there. Appreciate you guys.
All right, Rich, take it easy, buddy. I'll talk.
Have a good one, Rich.
You have a good night.
Adam, how are we feeling about the Cam Hayward signing?
3 years, $45 million. You knew they were going to do. You knew they were going to sign him. He's, he's always up for the Walter Payton Award. They love that to get that notarized, that notar out there, whatever you want to call
Notoriety.
it. Yeah, whatever. Does Cam Hayward have 3 years left in him? I am not sure.
Whatever he's got left, they're getting it. So
But like I said, Adam, he's a pass. You got to add those pass rushers that can change the game within 2 seconds, and he's been able to do. Then you got to resign the pass rushers.
I get that, Jamie, but he's also getting up there in age.
Mm-hmm.
He's not young anymore. He's not that young buck anymore.
Right.
That actually scares me. But you knew they were going to get that job. You knew they were going to get that job done. You know, they had that little bit of money set aside for Ayuk in case he actually came here. So
I'm glad you guys didn't fall for the bait on that Ayuk thing.
it would have been nice because, like we've been talking about, we have nothing besides George Pickens. Nothing.
Like I said, I think the 49ers, John, had to keep him. I don't think anybody wanted that contract, though. That's the thing.
People had the money for it. I'm glad Ayuk turned down the money to go to the Patriots. I honestly am. I would have been highly frustrated. I wouldn't have been able to trade him off.
To me, there's a difference between spending money and giving out bad contracts. There's two separate. They're two separate things.
No, this is a man that said, "I don't want all that money to go play for a shitty freaking team."
Well, yeah, he would have Jacoby Brissett throwing him the ball. What do you? I mean,
right? Exactly. That's what I mean. So, John, you asked me earlier about the draft. Just to let you know, me, you, and Rich are the only ones that's. The rest of the guys all backed out for some reason. I don't know why.
All right.
I was irritated too. It was $20 to go to a charity, a fun league.
My first year not being in a fantasy football league. This is nuts.
You're not in one at all?
Nah, my team changing jobs and other shit going on. People and other like life, you know. Yeah, the Flaunt and Talk League is no more. So yeah. It sucks. So
right,
we're to regroup for next. So it's good because this season I can just enjoy football.
Right, you're going to be on a whole new level. You might not ever do fantasy again.
Right, it's like smelling smelling a flower for the first time. Like, oh, just watch the game. Just watch the game.
But you know, John, you can being out of fantasy doesn't keep you necessarily involved in the whole day. Like now, you can only focus on when the Niners play. You can actually plan your day around your kids and your wife.
It's nice. It's nice,
and
dude.
She might actually enjoy it more now that if you're off.
Yeah, then I don't have to have football on all the time.
Right. She might enjoy this more. She'll be like, "Honey, we don't have."
There you go, Glaber. You got a single anyway.
John, did you do a Niners show? I didn't even I've been.
No, I'm doing it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow morning.
Did you get anyone?
No, it's just me.
What time?
It's all good. We'll get there. I don't know yet, but it'll be It might be later in the evening. I'm gonna record it tomorrow, and it's gonna air Thursday before Thursday Night Football.
What time? What time are you planning on recording?
Whenever I get home tomorrow.
What time?
I don't know.
Are you morning or night?
Well, I can't the morning because my youngest has doctor's appointments, so I won't have time because I'll have the oldest with me. And then when they come home, I got to go to work. So tomorrow night.
So you're working till 9:30.
Till the latest tomorrow, unless it's nuts. I should be home by 9:30 the latest.
You should text Gina and see if she wants to join.
Actually, yeah, I'll reach out. There's a couple people on here that do some females I'm looking to have do a co-show with on the Niners. They're just for betting stuff like that too. So
yeah, we getting that show. I didn't hear much.
Betting show's coming. I just got a sponsor. So we got Sports Coin Network. We got about 8,000 followers on Twitter. They're going to sponsor the betting show and the whole thing. They're going to pin our show for 24 hours on their Twitter.
Nice.
After we release it.
Okay.
And we're doing the underdogs. And we're doing the 5-team underdog special that we did all last year. So along with our weekly picks.
I don't know anything about that one, but I like it.
Yep. So basically, pick the 5 best options for the underdog, the unfavored team, the underdog team, quote unquote, to win, and then we throw a $25 bet against it every week. The 5 I got this week for $25, I can make 2,500. So let's go.
So you took Carolina,
Nope.
New England.
No. Oh, please. Not, we want to win the underdog parlay. We want to win that. We don't want
Well,
to
you
actually
would pick
lose.
Cincinnati.
Nope. I took actually the Titans, the Packers, the Steelers, the Broncos, and the Commanders.
Denver's not winning Seattle.
That's why it's under.
Hey, listen.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
Denver's going to be a fun team to watch. They got an electrifying rookie quarterback in Bo Nix.
So again, one, this is the best chance of them winning. The other, it's not out of the other ones that, and not for nothing on money line. The Seahawks only got 3 points, so don't make it seem like they're going to be running away with this game. They only got 3 points as is.
So wait,
We don't bet it.
Bo Nix in one of the NFL's most hostile environments. Yeah, that seems like a recipe for disaster.
Not sold on
He's
Seattle.
betting 5 underdogs. He's betting.
Yeah, these are
5
underdogs. These aren't the winners. That's not the point of
These
the
are
bet.
the underdog guys. These are the guys predicted to lose.
But the best chance of them to upset, which is why it's
The
not the
Giants.
Patriots, which is why it's not the Panthers, that kind of stuff. Not the Saints. We're going to get tranced.
Saints are going to win week 1.
Oh, yeah? You think so?
I do.
Meow.
Damn. Maybe I'll take the
I
Commanders
think
out and put the
Super
Saints.
Bowl.
But anyway, yeah. So those shows are coming out this week, and every week the show will either be on Wednesday night. It'll either air Wednesday evening or Thursday morning.
Saints in week 1. Aren't they playing Carolina? Some bullshit.
No, the Saints are playing Carolina in the Dome.
Do you not take the Saints in week 1? They're not underdogs. They're favorites.
Who?
Saints.
That's why I didn't take them. They're favorites.
Right.
I wasn't
Right,
taking the Panthers. You kidding me?
Like you're going to get dumped.
I'll take the Patriots are a plus 350, man. If you pick them and they win, woo-hoo, money, baby.
Who they play week 1? I don't even know.
The Pats, fuck, Cincinnati.
Without Jamar Chase, they got a chance.
Maybe. I know the Niners going to wipe the floor with Rodgers.
And let me tell you something. They would your little city there would be going loony if they beat the Bengals.
Oh, I know. I can't. Oh, dude, it would be the talk of them going. You have no idea what would happen.
There'd be a lot of. There'd be a lot of
Oh, dude, I can't.
every
Every time.
time. You know, we need to start putting on bets about that.
How long? The over
Yeah.
under? Well, last year I only hit on one of the underdogs. It was the first week of the season. It came down to the Jets kicking that field goal in week 1. Remember that debacle when he went down? So they kicked
Yeah.
that. I won for 25. I won 455. Didn't hit any of the rest of the year.
So you
Hey,
had to
I
play
gotta
both.
get going, guys. Pretty soon. I'll give my
Just about
Super
one
Bowl
team.
predictions.
But it's the best out of the underdogs. It's the best 5 that you have the shot of winning. I mean, it gets up there, man. For $25, some of the ones like you can win a good chunk of change. And I make the bet like with my own money. It's not like it's like I'm just like go bet this money. I make the bet, so it's like I'm doing it with everybody.
You physically say, "Hey, I'm betting this on."
Yeah.
Whether
And last
over.
year, not for nothing, you can go. No one believe you can go back on Twitter and look at our picks. We picked 67%.
what do you
correct.
use, John?
For what?
What website? What website do you throw them down?
Oh, I just use sports DraftKings Sportsbook. I reached out to them, but we don't have enough. I don't have enough followers and enough traction to get them to sponsor us. Unfortunately,
Jamie, are you a betting man down there?
No, I just do company fantasy. I don't really bet.
that's a good way to do it. It's a good way. Good way to do it. I agree with that.
Don't need to have my heart broken by that.
And the thing is, too, no matter what, I never bet. Like everyone's like, "Why'd you pick them?" I never bet against the Niners, and I never even use them in actual bets. I never use my team. It's bad juju, and not Juju Smith, just bad juju.
So if you're gonna throw down on this, I guess I better throw down on it with you too, the underdog. That way I can be part of it.
Yeah, if you want, man.
I gotta get go. I gotta get going, guys. I'll pretty soon.
All right, Jamie,
All
where
right.
can we find you, buddy?
Wait, don't you want? I'll give my Super Bowl prediction.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I got the Bills and the lot over the Lions.
Got so sidetracked. Who do you got?
Bills over the Lions. I think the NFL wants a story of two teams that haven't won one in a while, and I think and it's going to be who gets there first. And I think the Bills finally get it done over the Lions.
Is that Mardi Gras week in New Orleans that week too?
And then you can follow me on Jamie Lloyd, the unbiased journalist, at DJ Dog Tags or Bills Mafia Chat at Bills Chat 1 on X and on forkball.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page. We're trying to get better at Driving to the Top Productions. Like, comment, ring that bell for notifications. And for more Driving to the Top content, please log on to our YouTube, Twitch stream, Facebook, wherever you consume your podcasts. See you later, guys.
All right, Jam.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
one, Jamie.
everybody.
And then there was us.
It's always us, John. We're always the ninth and eighth inning guys here.
That's it, baby.
I don't know how
Did you guys even talk about my man, my gangster wide receiver from the Niners getting shot in the chest? Already talking about playing this year, baby. Not even blinking an eye.
Dude, he walked out. That was like, damn. He was still
Pistol
walking.
walked himself to the ambulance, bro.
Yeah,
Straight
I saw that.
gangster, bro.
Right there. That's some hardcore shit.
Dude, for real, what a bat! He got that dog in him, dude. For real, like
That's some hardcore. I don't care. I was like, damn, dude. I text Matt, and Matt's like, because Matt drafted him earlier in that day, and I go, didn't this guy just got shot? And he's like, yeah.
Nah, Lynch came out earlier. He said, nah, he's gonna play, but he might play this season. It didn't hit his ribs. It didn't hit any organs. Like let's go.
It just pierced his skin.
Yeah.
I don't know where. I mean, these guys are professional athletes. There's probably zero fat on them.
Not only get that Florida in him, you get that Niner in him too, baby. He's built for he's from Florida. I mean, you know, those guys are built different.
He's got that Gator blood in him, man. Like
That's it, baby.
Like Percy Harvin getting shot and shit.
Oh Jesus! Oh, Percy Harvin. Oh man, but yeah.
So how'd you do in your prediction? You went 5 for 5 in the bash and
5 for 5 in the bash, 1 for 5 in NXT. NXT is always tough because like they're on a different level developmentally. Like they're doing things that for a certain reason because they have the long game in their sights. The picks that like me and Rich made and 3 other dudes made sense in our heads storyline wise. It makes sense, but then they that's not what they're doing down there. They're doing something totally different. So it is what it is.
Is that good or bad for the business?
It's good for the people down there because they're some people when you're like, oh, they got to lose the belt, but they got to keep the belt because they got to learn how to be a champion and how to fight adversity and all that good stuff. So it's I'm not mad about anything that happens down there. I'm just mad I didn't see it coming. But yeah, always good stuff down there. Got a guy just got released because of domestic violence charges. Odyssey Jones just got let go. A whole bunch of stuff going on up in Bud Ross. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of Rachel Summerlin, I guess her name is.
Yep.
I just found out I took a delivery to this woman's house the other day, and it's an older woman, and it's ring the bell, and then you bring the food in.
Yep.
And we started BSing for a minute, because I don't really like walking into people's houses without like saying hi, how you doing, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I'm on the phone with my granddaughter, and I'm like, okay. And then she's like, that's my granddaughter, and it was Rachel Summerlin.
Oh.
I was like,
you give her my cell phone number while you're talking to her, please.
Apparently she's married to Ivan Pawlowski.
Really?
That's what it said in their Wikipedia.
Ooh.
So we might have just found a weird connection.
I'm with it. There's a couple young ladies on here that I follow. We follow each other on here that do some good football picks and are really like in the know with stuff. So trying to have some good shows, even if not for the Niners one, maybe just obviously the Niners one, but the Niners one might be like, I don't know if I wanted to have a separate betting show. We might just hybrid the two. I don't know yet. Maybe have it be a segment on the show. You know what I mean? Because with Yeah, with Sports Coin showing it on their network, and they got like almost 6,000 followers. So,
Wonder if we could get Evan to possibly give you like at the end of your to give you John, and then have a little bit like what they do. And then
yeah, because all I do is when I put it on Twitter on Thursday morning, I literally just screenshot it.
ending this fucking like business shit. We're ending. John, how
No, I literally just Photoshop.
Right on air, folks. 55. We're giving away all our shows to the people that are listening and paying attention. That's all John. No, there's John. You got like right now, so now's your shine. Sporting.
Yeah, I see that. What is that? 30 people am I watching it? Almost 30 people. Thanks, guys. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate you guys. All right. So Super Bowl prediction, right?
You have
This sucks.
you don't find any new followers, but you have a strong following.
Yeah, they show up, man. Like a lot, like everybody, the community that I have, everyone like I put a follow trains and all my like everyone interacts. I try to interact with everybody that comments on my post, everything like that. So like we have a pretty strong base built off of wrestling. Hopefully, we build some more football stuff.
Follow back right now. And that seems to be a good thing because like I follow back eventually.
Yeah, and the thing is like I've learned that like I got the little follow thing app where I can see like people who do the follow. Like I clear out like every week. I clear like 250, 300 people off. Like whatever, clear them out, whatever. But yeah, no, we're pretty.
John, I really want to clean my inbox. I'm like,
dude, I'm sorry, dude. I thought, man, my bad, dude. I'm like, like what the fuck are these people? I'm like, oh shit, my bad, dude.
Hey, Hurricane, and I'm like,
we'll get him back. We'll get it back. It's okay.
Oh, I don't care. It's funny. I'm like,
I just got the gentleman, the play-by-play guy for the Woo Sox just followed my regular chair shot. So I'm gonna see if I can get him to follow Corner Booth.
Woo Sox, which that?
The play-by-play guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta find him, dude. I don't remember. I gotta find him on here. While you're looking for him, so this sucks, man. Being all you and me, I give my picks. I don't get to get either shit or praise from any of the other dudes. They all leave. Oh, all right. So this year, let's see, Super Bowl. I think this is going to be the year the Niners run it back. Kansas City comes out of the AFC, and the Niners finally get the monkey off their back. And I think Shanahan finally gets a win against Andy Reid. They finally get the chip. Because I don't think it's going to count against anyone else. If it's the Bills, if it's Miami, it's not going to matter. Because then you're like, okay, yeah, you finally won because the Chiefs didn't make it. And that's going to be the one thing that Shanahan's always got to listen to. It's got to be the Chiefs. Right. It's got to be Andy Reid. And it's got to be, I don't care if they win by a half a point. It's still a win. But I think the Niners running all the way back. With them re-signing it, I feel like that was like the mantra probably when everyone re-signing. Listen, if you re-sign, you come back. Let's run this back.
Nation?
Is it what? No, it's a gentleman's name. I can't remember what it is.
I was just checking. I don't know. I follow Woo Sox Nation. We follow each other on the Corner Booth.
But looks like I missed a really good NXT. I'll have to watch that after we're done. But yeah, big shows cooking, baby. A lot of shows cooking. We're excited. This is gonna be a good year, man.
So the little girl there, she can brag and be like, "Mom, I got on camera before you."
that was Isabella. That's my oldest. She'll be 4 in December. Doesn't know. She knows football by like she'll do touchdown when it's on TV, and she knows when the Niners score. She knows when they get into like the painted area when there's like she knows that's a touchdown. So we're getting there. And when it goes to the uprights, it's points. There's not many points, but it's points. So we're getting there. This year we're gonna build on that.
I love it.
But yeah, man, it's good shit. But it's gonna be good, man. I'm hoping to hit a lot more of these a lot more of these underdog bets, man. This week right now. I mean, I make the bet on Thursday morning. If the line changes, it changes, and I just roll with it. But those 5 right now, I tested it out because I'm going to place it tomorrow or Thursday morning. Right now, $25 would get me $24.75, $2,400. If you put the Pats in, just for shits and giggles, I put the Pats in, and it put it up for 25. It brought it up to 3,300. But that's a stupid bet. They're not going to win that game. Like, I'm not, we're not making. I don't think Dylan is going to understand it. It's not. I'm not picking teams. I'm picking the best option of what is underdog of them to actually upset. So the Saints were going to be my pick if somehow the Panthers were a favorite. I'm like, damn it. I was like, I'm not picking the Panthers, dude. So
No, how could you?
and I'm really getting sick. Like I'm not even a Broncos fan, but I'm really getting sick of the Broncos getting shit on, man. Like, and Seattle being put on this pedestal. This isn't the This isn't your father's Seattle Seahawks. Okay, I don't understand how he's sitting here going, "Oh yeah, they're gonna." No, dude, what are you doing? No, this isn't the Seattle of 5-6 years ago. This is the Pete Carroll-less Seattle Seahawks.
They got a pretty good. McDonald's can be a good coach.
No, they're good, but But a team like the Broncos, I think Knicks is going to be good. They're going to be a good team to watch, and I think they're going to win a lot of games. And people don't think they're going to win. So I mean,
would have you been happy if they gave you if you would have ended up with Cortland Sutton?
the what?
Well, that was this. Denver turned down this trade. That's why Brandon Ayuk is still in that red and white jersey that you have on.
I mean, like I said, what I said about Brandon Ayuk doesn't change. The money. For what he signed for, okay, because that's what it was originally. But at the end of the day, the whole, like Evan said, like, oh, you wanted him gone a week ago. Yeah, because if it came down to Trent, it came down to, I want Trent on the line before I want Ayuk lining up. Like, I get that. But now, like you said, it's the elephant in the room. You're going to look back on this in a year and go, shit. Like, and the other thing no one talked about when we started talking about the Niners is everyone else see all the other contracts that are being restructured? They restructured Debo's. They squeaked out $15 million from him. The other gent there on the D line. They got 9.7 out of him. They're gearing up for the Brock Purdy contract. But I agree, like what you said. I don't think that sees the offseason. I think if he comes out, they go 4, 5, 6-0. I think they look and go, shit, this is going to cost us a lot of money if we go crazy. Let's get to the table now. Let's do this like on the bye week. Let's figure something out. Let's give him his flowers, sign him to a 5-year deal, some 5-6-year deal, some crazy upfront money, and then go with what it is. So
hopefully Brock's like, I want to stay here because obviously he just saw everyone on that line, the defense. They just seen them all just take a pay cut to basically say, we need you here.
And not for nothing too. That again, like Trent said it good too. It's a war. Everyone loses some blood. Finally, they both put up the white flags and you sign a peace treaty. That was the best analogy I've heard in a long time as far as contract negotiations. So here, Brock Purdy too. Lynch looks at him and goes, "See all these guys we just spent all this money on? That's to put them around you. Like this is for you." And then for Brock, and not for nothing, they took the chance on this kid in the last. You got to have some kind of loyalty for that. I'm not saying the kid shouldn't get his bag.
Brock Purdy. Okay, that's the name. Let's do it.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I can't see him not staying in the Bay, and he loves it here. Loves it. The people love him. He can go out there have a shitty year. People are still going to love him. Like, I think he's got a great personality. He fits what they're doing there. And again, when that window does close, I feel like he's going to be the one under center and watch it all kind of go away. But like Evan said, the Niners do draft well. They do draft well. But luckily we got CMC for a couple more years. We got Debo. We got Ayuk. And that's something you look at Brock and go, look, we might lose other people, but you got these 3 guys around you for 3 years. You got CMC, you got Debo, you got BA. Like, let's go.
Quick.
I think if they don't win it this year, I mean the league is just going to keep getting better and not wait for. They had the chance 2 years ago. They had it last year. It's like, come on. Like, they should at least have gotten one out of that run, but hopefully this is the year they get the chip. So.
I still don't see how he picked the fucking Rams.
Come on, man. It's such fodder at this point. Like, I get it. It's a shtick. I don't watch his shows, but I would imagine like he likes to do these outlandish, like, I don't know. But like that's why I said that's why when he was like, I didn't do it yet, I said Rams. Like I knew he was gonna pick the Rams. Like it's just what are you doing? Just
You
for the
let
sake of being on air and having us talk? I don't know, but
should have just
But-
said it. Like
I don't
instead of making a scene about it, be like, yeah, NFC West went Rams.
and you can say it to upset me all you want, but you're just gonna look like a jackass in like 18 weeks, dude. With like, you know what I mean? It's just
Oh,
say what you want, dude. This is not recorded TV. I just,
I just don't see it.
it's just funny. He's writing down everyone's picks, and I'm like, are you writing down your own picks? Because someone's got to hold this guy to the fire for one whole week, one show when
Like-
they do the
like-
year.
Even if Cam Ward or Hufanga goes down, they still have that Malik Mufasa dude.
Yo, sick. That dude is sick. Ufunga needs to stay. Yo, that man needs to stay healthy. I don't care what they need to put him in bubble wrap when he's not on the field. I don't care what they got to do with this kid. Like, dude, the secondary is definitely better than it was last year, but it's still our Achilles heel. You saw it in the preseason too. A lot of dudes toast with these quarterbacks, and in preseason, you're gonna get burnt in the regular, dude. Like, it's sort of that's the thing. We can stop the run, but that secondary's got to be ready to stop the pass. But that's just, I think they're assuming that offense can go out there and score 45 points a game. So, and the biggest part of last year, I think the success was a lot of people don't talk about is CMC, because they had the second longest time of possession on offense. And we all know if you can kill a whole damn quarter with one drive, you're going to win games. And CMC was that guy getting the extra 2-3 yards. And with Mason now, he can spell CMC when you're up by 21 points. All right, throw Mason out there for a couple and see what happens. So, like I said, they have the pieces this year. Again, it's going to be a matter if it's Mahomes lining up on the other side of them that, it's not even it's Shanahan. He's 0-4 against Andy Reid. He can't beat Andy Reid. It's not.
That is the kryptonite.
Yep. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be a good season. I'm excited. It's going to be a good season. All our picks, everything. I think it's going to be a phenomenal NFL season. I'm sure the sleepers are going to come out. It's going to be great. I'm excited, dude. It's going to be. I'm pumped.
I'm pumped for all the football. I'm pumped for just football in general. But the Steelers are my East team, and the Niners are all. I've always had a thing for the Niners. I guess I don't know if it started with Steve Young or Joe Montana's football and the Super NES or whatever it was, but
it's probably the Chip Kelly years that got you sucked in, huh?
No, God, no.
No, I'm just joking with you. I'm just joking.
But it's like, like playing John Taylor and Jerry Rice and just being able to just whip the ball around. Like the hardest part was trying to catch the damn ball.
Oh man, there'll never be someone like Jerry Rice, man. I'm telling you, that dude could go. What was I gonna say? Damn. I don't know. I was just saying something about football. I forgot, but no, it's gonna be a good year, man. I'm pumped.
I asked you if you were going early tomorrow because I was gonna message Paul. Paul, if you said you were going early, sometimes you don't always work late on Wednesday. But
yeah, so Tuesday, it looks like I'm gonna be working just have Mondays and Thursdays off. So I don't want to do the show on Monday because then like an injury happens, something like that. I'm kind of committed to the pick. You know what I mean? Or something happens, like it's going to be all of a sudden it's going to be torrential downpours, and I'm like, oh shit, that's not going to work because they don't have a run, they don't have a pass game. It's going to be complete running. So I just want to wait till like Wednesday night at least. Usually Wednesday day I can get something knocked out, but tomorrow I'm just like I said, it's busy.
Right. That's why I was asking. I'd be like,
no. And then Sundays, and even like Saturday day I could do something too. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure out once we get
Saturday afternoon.
No, it'd have to be like morning before the afternoon. But we'll figure it out. But again, the time difference, and we'll figure it out. We'll get some.
Let me know because Paul usually, it's already 5 hours ahead, so he's like at 1 o'clock.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's true. All right, we'll figure something out. We got plenty of weeks.
I know I've done a Saturday morning show with him before I went to work at like 8 in the morning.
I'm down. That'll work for me. I'm up anyway because I got to bring the kids to my in-laws, so I'm down. I literally, as we were talking, I just got this message about the partnership. So like, I'm down. Like they're going to send me some swag. We're going to,
they might be watching the show right now.
They should be. I told them to. Sport Coin Network. That is the official sponsor of the Chair Shot Sports. We'll come up with a cute name for it. I don't have a name yet. I got 24 hours to come up with a name for the show. But yeah, so it's gonna be cool. I just found out. So yeah, they're gonna pin it for 24 hours. So let's make some money out there. We'll all make some money together. So I'm hoping to go, dude. I went 67% last year. There's bookies that can't even go 60%, and everyone's like, you're bullshitting me. I go look at my Twitter. I put my tweets, I put my picks up every single Sunday morning. It's on X. Go look.
We got to come up with a name for you.
We'll figure it out. I'll be up for a little bit watching NXT, and I'll think about it. I'll figure something out. But
I'll get something with your name and our name in it.
yeah. So it's gonna be
Maybe.
Sport Coin Network presents the Driving to the Top production. Yeah, that'll work. That's a good lead in. They want to make me a little jingle or something. They were telling me. I was like, okay, yeah, make a little jingle. I'm cool with that. I can just do a cold read too. That's fine.
I was thinking more like Chair Shot Sports betting to the top.
We could.
Just something, just popped in my head. That was just quick though.
Maybe we can make it wrestling too.
We don't. The only betting on wrestling we do is UFC.
No. I'm saying we could make it like we could talk like John Anthony, the $1 Million Man. I got the DiBiase belt right in front of you. It's hanging on the wall. I'm gonna put that right in front over here, right by my shit.
Oh man.
But yeah. We'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out. But yeah. I'm hoping these picks stick. I'm hoping we have a good first week. Just hoping the Niners have a great week, man. Trent's in now. But see, Trent held out, man. I feel like he's only gonna see like 4 or 5 series. But I'm not saying the Jets are trash. They're not trash. They're a decent team. But I mean, the Niners should win by at least 14 points. I don't play spread. I only play straight up. I don't do that point shit because there's too much on that, and I still feel like Vegas has a hand in that shit. But But I feel like the Niners should win by at least 2 touchdowns there. So I feel like McCaffrey's going to run all over him because he's fresh. He got fresh ass legs. His calf injury was good like 2 weeks ago, but Shanahan wasn't going to put him out. So he's been riding the bike, practicing. Go ahead.
The number one guy.
Nope.
In the preseason, why would you risk the number one guy in the preseason? That makes.
Why would you what?
Why would you risk the number one guy in the
No,
preseason?
I agree. I agree, man. CMC is proven he doesn't need to be in the preseason.
No, a lot of these guys, but they still should play a down or two to get in some kind of game shape.
Yeah, getting hit, getting bounced around. Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to get hit the same way in practice as you would in a game.
But I get CMC.
No player wants to be like, I hit him so hard I broke his bone on my own team.
Yeah, you gotta, and CMC, and with CMC, don't forget you got to play you got to make sure, like, not only like with him being injury prone at some points, he was on the cover of Madden, man. You got to be. Listen, I saw that come out and I went, shit, Madden curse. Come on, man. If we didn't have enough going against us, like now, come on. Maybe this will be the year it's reverse. It's a reverse psychology curse.
Maybe.
So.
Maybe.
But no, I'm not even being a homer for my home team. Like I mean, you could say Steelers all day. Everyone could say Bills. But I get it. That's why we're fans, right? But I honestly think like. I know Detroit gave us that game last year, and I won't deny it. Like Campbell gave, thank you. If I had his address, I would have sent him a Christmas card. Like, thank you, man. Like, I appreciate you. But yeah, I think they run it through and they run it back, and I really hope it's Mahomes on the other side of that field. Because if it's not and we win, it's like, yeah, you guys won the championship because Patrick Mahomes was at home. Like, fuck. So
right.
Because that's how it is. You know how it is. When you talk shit to other people, it's like, yeah, we won the Super Bowl. Yeah, but did you really? Because you didn't beat the Chiefs. Like, it's like, oh, okay. But
yeah, like I was sitting there thinking, I saw that they're trying to get a game in Ireland next year, and the Steelers are going to be possibly that game, and I'm like, I want to go. Never been to Ireland.
Why not? Right.
And it'd be wild
Thank
too.
God
Like,
the Niners don't have any games this year abroad. They had the Mexico game last year.
are you gonna watch the Friday night game?
What's on Friday night?
Eagles, Packers.
Yeah,
Here's the-
because we got the Packers winning.
So are you ready for this? Apparently, green is a gang killer over there, and these players could be shot if they're caught in green.
Oh yeah, you were telling me. Yeah, they have to wear other
We don't know.
off colors.
What uniforms are they going to wear? I'm very curious.
I don't know, man. I feel like an off and a white and an off white. I don't know, man. Like, what do you? It's so shitty when that's your color and you're like, you can't wear that. What? And why would they send the two teams with green in it? What the hell are you doing?
Are the Packers going to wear their blue and yellow and like round trim pants?
It's gonna be they're gonna be knockoff Color Rush.
They're green. But
No,
I mean,
I'm saying, but they'll come up with some wild, like weird Color Rush that's like off of. It'll be white. The Packers will be yellow and white, and the Eagles will be like a black and white. Yeah. There you go.
Or I don't know all the Eagles colors. I haven't been a fan that long.
I gotta say, man, like I know people give a shit. I mean this honestly. I love the they've been called bumblebees. They'd be called jailbreak. I love the uniform, the unis for the Steelers. You don't have one right now. Do you have one back there?
Yeah.
Yes. That's it. Oh, Palomalu too. Yes.
I didn't hear anything you said. I had my
No, it's fine. I said, yeah, Palomalu too. That's awesome. No. I love that. I love the unis.
The Hall of Fame when he got inducted.
Nice. I know people call them like the bumble, like the jailbreak one. I love those. I think those are awesome, bro.
I like the other one. I like the other jailbreak one.
Yeah.
But that one's really hard to find.
But all right.
Yeah, I don't even know what they would wear. I don't even know like I know the Packers wore blue and yellow back in the day.
Yeah.
How they went to green with them brown
They'll
ugly
probably
ass.
they can make like a color rush, like take out the green. You can do white. I mean, it would look disgusting, but like do
These
a white,
uniforms are hideous regardless.
yeah, white jersey with yellow numbers, and then like
I mean, they're not even allowed to leave their hotel rooms
nope.
because they're so scared of the gangs just killing them.
No, I mean look what's going on in Colorado, bro. If you're a Denver Bronco, watch out.
Apparently, Hell's Angel is on their way to fight these motherfuckers.
In Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this
Let's
might be the
go.
first time ever like another biker gang joins up and they become like a huge fucking thing.
They'll kill him. Oh, especially Hell's Angels. Oh,
Right, but
Let's
what
go.
was the ones down in San and Bernardino? We're talking about like we might come together and go do this.
yeah. Coming together for one fucking enemy, man. Let's go. I know. I heard it come out. I was like, "What the hell?" So they're making the landlord them pay them and not the land. I'm looking. I'm like, "What the hell's going on?"
So they're kicking old people out of their houses. and
I
just
thought they were
taking it over.
making them pay them their rent.
No, they're kicking like old grandparents out of their houses and just taking it over.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad.
Yikes!
So yeah. Anyway, we try not to talk politics on this channel, but
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Let's. Yeah.
that's what's going on in Denver, folks.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Go Broncos. Bo Nix, baby.
News outlets are not covering that like we just did.
And again, that's wild that they're not. But that's all. That's all. We're not going to go any further than that. But it's funny we bring up those two places because we have the Packers and the Broncos in our underdog parlay pick. So, all right, I got to get out of here. I got an early morning tomorrow, so.
All right, brother. Yeah, we'll come up. I'll come up with a name for this show. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'll text you for a little bit. I'll be up for a little bit. I just gotta get some stuff ready around the house.
Is your phone off again?
Yeah, I'll be on Thursday, so I'll hit you up on Twix.
I was just wondering, and I'm like, oh no, John's phone's off again. What's going on?
Yeah, I did straight talk and like changing the jobs. I had to go a week, like between. Thank God it's weekly now, but I had to go between checks, and I was like, fuck it. I got as long as it's in Wi-Fi, I can use everything else. But I just see if you had an iPhone, you could talk to me. But
No, I am not an Apple guy.
that's okay. No, but that's so if you're in Wi-Fi, like I can't receive any calls through anything, but I can do text message if I have through Wi-Fi. I have all the internet as long as I have Wi-Fi, so it's all right. It'll be on Thursday morning. I'm not worried. But yeah, I'll hit you up on Twitch.
I'm gonna try and get Miss Summerlin on here though for you.
Yeah, let me know. I'm down. We'll get Rich on too.
Oh, for sure.
And me and Vinny
when
on.
I heard this connection, I was like, oh my gosh, what do I got to do? What do I got to do?
Yeah, and I got to see what Vinny wants to do because he wants to record on Tuesday nights, which means I would miss this show. So, if Vinny wants to do a podcast on wrestling, so I got to see if he's open any other days, or maybe I can grab him on Monday night. But then I can kind of miss Raw because I can just go watch it, but it's not a big deal. So we'll figure. So that wrestling show is coming as well. I just got to figure out a date and time. And
the storyline's better on SmackDown, and the action's better on Raw.
Agreed. Yep. I think that's going to change when they go to Netflix, though. NXT's blowing up, by the way. Like I try to stay off, and I like to be surprised. But from what I'm seeing, and this TNA partnership thing going on, they got 2 big shows coming up on the CW when they debut in 2 weeks. So they got a lot of shit going on. So it's the NXT is going to start popping off too. So
what's all this? Real quick, what's all this YouTube stuff I see where AEW's been bought out by WWF?
No, don't listen. Don't listen to that. That's bullshit.
I was like, what is this?
Wait. AEW or TNA?
AEW.
Oh no.
W is in the talks of being bought out by WWF.
No, they wish.
WWF, whatever we're calling it.
It's all right. Yeah, no, that's not. Tony Khan would never let that happen. Plus, I don't want that. They can be a secondary promotion. We don't need that shit. But TNA though, like I feel like WWE has their hand in something to do with TNA. Not in a bad way. Just I feel like they're somehow financing whatever's going on over there, which is a good thing because TNA is a good promotion. But no, AEW's their own thing. Tony Khan's got stupid money. Shad Khan. Yeah, Shad Khan has stupid money. He owns the Jags. Like it's disgusting how much money he has.
Right.
But
and at one time he owned the soccer team too.
Yeah, the
Man U, right?
I'm not good with the soccer names.
I'm
glad I got up when you guys started talking about the U. Fuck that game, man. Okay, just shut up, man. Get out of here. Dude, I was watching it. I'm like, okay. And then I was working. While the game was on, I kept looking back. I'm like, what the? Serious? Are we stopping them at all? Like, what the hell's going on?
At one point, I was like, okay, I don't have to worry about this anymore.
No, every possession was a score. And I'm like, get the fuck.
Dude, Miami's bound to be good again.
No, I know. I just didn't think it was. I didn't want it to be this year, and I didn't want it to be this game. That's all. I was like, nah, man. Florida State looks like shit, though. Go Boston College.
That Restapro kid, whatever his name is, number 7.
Yeah.
I know he's good because he's really good on the game.
Right? Speaking of Florida State got that what a game the Florida State won. People were going nuts up here with Boston College won that game.
Field goal to win it.
What?
The Georgia Tech game.
Yeah.
I was loving it. That is my other team in the ACC, Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Miami.
They're a good team. They got a good team.
So Trey finally went live by himself.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't share it only on my channel because I just wanted to see how it was like. So don't listen. I texted him. I'm like, why didn't you go live on all the channels? And he's like, I just wanted to see what it was like by myself first. So he said from now on, he's probably gonna do live, and I love it. Dude,
yeah.
He gets some good guests on his show.
Yeah, he does.
They're all coaches and stuff, and I'm like, what?
I think that's the one. Like I said, that's the one thing. Like, I got some stuff in the fire. Me and Rich are working on some stuff, and I got a couple people I'm reaching out to. So I think having some good guests on are going to be cool. I got a great media opportunity, like I said, in Rhode Island this upcoming April, which is a little ways away. But Kurt Angle, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Gangrel, a couple other people they'll name. So I'm hoping to get at least like a couple interviews with them. Not anything crazy long-winded, but 5-10 good minutes with like Kurt Angle, stuff like that. So we got some stuff in the cooker. So
with the Kurt Angle thing, You need to be like, you need to like tell him, like, hey man, I podcast with Rich, and he'd love to talk to you on the air again. Say it like that, and see what kind of traction you get.
With Rich?
Yeah, because they've done Rich and Kurt have done like 6 shows.
Well, if that's the case, then I might just actually lean on Rich, so like he can they can do something, and maybe like Kurt will give me a couple more minutes at the show in Rhode Island.
Right. Maybe he'll even come back on and do one of these.
Hopefully.
You know?
But
Kurt's a good
all
dude.
right.
Kurt's
I
a
love
good
Kurt.
dude.
Kurt has signed almost every belt in this room because he's held them all. Like he's signed. Actually, yeah, the ones behind 1, 2. Not those, because those were the ones in front of me, the ones I've had up. Yeah, he signed almost all of because he held them all. So
You have the United States Championship belt,
I don't have that one. No,
like the one Cena held forever.
no, I don't have that one. I had figures right, but no, he signed the World Heavyweight, the Intercontinental, Big Gold, the ECW title, Intercontinental, the Hardcore Tag Team, Undisputed. Oh, wait, Undisputed belt. So yeah, gonna be JBL. Gonna be JBL in November too. So I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
That was I meant to share. I meant to share that today with you, but I passed it up and I couldn't find it. It was the one where Cena had the guts in the box, and he gave him the JBL.
Yes,
That was the
dude.
short go.
Cena has had some epic fucking promos, dude. Like he was unstoppable when he was like the Doctor of Thugonomics, man. It was awesome.
Yes, I think Cena is one of my favorites for sure.
He's time tested too. Like if you boot him or if you whether you boot him or you cheered him, like the dude didn't give a shit. He went out there and gave you 110. Like it was awesome.
Right, every time.
Yep. Awesome.
But his promos were good too.
Yeah, he was all, and even his stuff when he came back, it was like real shit. Like he kind of just like broke down the third wall and said stuff where you're like, oh, he said that. Like that was good stuff.
The Reigns and Cena promo was probably the best.
Dude, and that was off the cuff. That shit, like 90% of it was like that was real shit. That's why you saw the look on Roman, like on Roman's. Joe was like, fuck you. That's why he's like, shut up, John. Like he was pissed, dude.
Like,
yeah.
Because you couldn't get it done, I had to come back.
You should be ashamed. I can do this better part time. You could never do it full time. When he said, when like Joe Roman, whatever, Roman's like just sitting there and he's like, it's a promo. Find it. Come on. You got to get these big dogs. Like it was like, dude.
Right. Do you think they gave Cena like the great card to just say all kind of stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I guess for the interviews that he's done before, like, he's in the back. He's like, hey, listen, just so you know, I'm going to say this shit and I'm going to go off of that. You cool? And he's like, all right, cool. Like a lot of that stuff, like even when he pretty much buried Austin Theory for his entire career, however long he wrestles, because he pretty much told him before WrestleMania, like, you suck, you're too young, you're over cocky, and nobody told you how to do anything. And he was just like, but he told him, I'm going to say this shit in the ring just so you know, because it's true. And that was ever since, like, Austin Theory's been an afterthought, but it is what it is. But yeah. All right. I'm going to get up out of here.
All right, getting in the chair, driving to the top with bets. How do we find you?
All right. Well, on all social, you can find us at Chairshot Sports, whether it be the 16,000 Strong on X, here on YouTube. Shoot us a subscribe, hit that bell for weekly episodes, and also on Facebook and on Instagram.
Yeah, Rock Connor, we wanted to know which YouTube channel you follow. I didn't know who that was. I didn't know if that was your guy or my guy.
I think it's my guy. Is it your guy?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Huh. Well, if it's my guy, thank you.
That's my guy. Thank you too.
Right, there we go. Awesome.
All right. I am Sports Talking It on Twitter, Driving to the Top Productions on YouTube. Obviously, on whenever we do this show, we also go on Chair Shot Sports on the YouTube channel. We thank you all for tuning in to the 53 Strong. They're still hanging in right now. We didn't hit our 100 tonight, John. We didn't hit it.
That's a holiday weekend. It's okay. People are back to school. People are a little tired. It's okay. They'll come back into it. They'll be fine. Daylight savings is coming. They'll be good.
No, but it's weird not seeing 100. We've had it for the past 4 shows.
We were due. It's okay. It's an off night.
Right,
We're good.
right. Oh, and obviously, guys, I don't know any of Dylan's cues, but if Ian's want to start throwing bets when he's going to leave, we're all for it. Because that's what he does. He just leaves. He just bails on us. Doesn't even say he's leaving.
Doesn't like what he's hearing. He bounces out the trap.
You know, he keeps it real. He keeps it real on that one.
I can't.
Anyway. You want to. Anyway, guys, everybody have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week.
Toodles.